ICFC? What does that even mean? What a cool name. We're here for Street Fighter 6 North America, week number 4 of that very show. My name's Ultra David. With me over here, Solid Bones. And with me down there, James Chen. How's it going, folks?
Doing good. I'm so excited for tonight. I mean, you know, I gotta say, I had like my one joke coming into this, and I want you both to know I'm gonna beat this thing like a dead horse. Anytime that there's a reset from a combo drop, happy 4th of July, everybody. This is a good old American reset. This is the one joke I have. I have no other material. James, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I mean, I'll go with that. We can definitely, like, whenever someone drops a combo, just be like, "Oh my God, the fireworks!" You know. I mean, I think that's what we can do. So.
I got bad news about the fireworks because out here in LA, many cities actually aren't doing fireworks this year because they didn't get the permits to do them in time, which have changed. Fact. And so as a result, they're not doing fireworks shows, they're doing drone shows. So if you'd like to, you can also work in drones. That's my suggestion for this line of jokery. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it all goes through.
I mean, honestly, this joke is definitely starting to drone on, so we should probably move on at this point in time.
Let's do that, and let's talk about the Matcherino.
Let's do it.
As we always do, we're raising money for the players. 121 smackaroonies already? Wow, that's incredible. Oh, the rollover from last week, of course, $119.
Yeah, we had a good last week.
From Tenno Media, but what that means is that we cap these things at $1,000 each week, and everything that goes beyond that will actually just get applied to the next week. So that's what that 119 is about. Everybody else, please claim your codes. I see that 92 of 100 are remaining. Frankly, shameful. Frankly sad.
Hey, look,
come on.
I do this every time. I put the Matcherino link in the chat over there. I'm gonna click login. I'm gonna click my login, choose my account, and then click claim code. Just like that, I have contributed to the Matcherino in almost no time whatsoever. So you can do that too, I promise you.
And as we always do, we want you to know that if you donate more than that, James Chen will read your donation live on air.
Absolutely.
We have talked about this beforehand. And he told me he doesn't have any limits. He's willing to do absolutely anything.
Wow, that's a lot of power into the community, but I am so... James, thank you so much for really throwing yourself on the spear there for everybody.
Hey, look, man, you know what my most retweeted tweet is? Clearly, I have no qualms about this whatsoever.
It's the only tweet. It's the only tweet that's relevant every second of every day, no matter what's happening in the FGC. So it's really a tentpole tweet there. But everybody, I hope you're all excited for a lot of really great Street Fighter 6 action tonight. I think I saw we were just shy of 250 players tonight, which is absolutely incredible. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of super high-level gameplay. Also, good news, everybody, because there we have a lot of partnerships going on with our other homies to put together our big ol' in-person competitions. This is going to be part of a series leading up to that. Each series is going to send its top players over to battle each other in Street Fighter 6. So we're partnering up. That's ICFC NA. We're also going to have a representative for the EU and Asia brackets, but then also Can Opener, the lovely IFC Yipes, is going to be sending over one as well as all the homies over at Tampa Never Sleeps. You can see all the info about that at 10-o.gg/ICFC. Definitely be hitting that up, look into it. That's going to be definitely something to watch. And also, hey, I just said, we've only almost got 250 people signed up tonight. Great number. Let's hit 350 next week. You can sign up already. The bracket's already live. You can go on over there, 10-o.gg/ICFC. Never has there been a bigger group of humans that are nice enough to play over. So even if it's your first tournament, sign up for it. Go say hi to the homies.
You at home have already seen some of the stuff that we have for sale here at 10-o.gg/merch because James and I are actually wearing some of the stuff. Can you believe it? We have new releases on the left side, as you can see. The Zato shirt down there at the bottom, that was for sale at CEO, and some people got them, and I just absolutely need to see some humans actually wearing the shirt. It's so cool. It's so cool. But there's also all the other stuff that's on the right side. It's all officially licensed. Well, we've used a lot of great designers from the FGC, lots of endemic folks. So please check it out at 10-o.gg/merch. This is part of how we keep this whole shindig running. So please help us do that.
Yeah, genuinely high quality merch. You know, I just turned, as many of you may know, is my big old birthday. My big old 30th was just last weekend.
God, you're old.
God, I can't believe it. But
It's all downhill.
You know, my cousin got me a shirt that was like, "You leveled up. Welcome to level 30." And these are not like that kind of shirt. These are genuinely like, these are the coolest shirts I've ever seen. You can see David is wearing one. You can also see we're immediately getting into one of our first matches. SushiHeaven, who I believe was on stream twice last week, now becoming a mainstay here, going up against I'm gonna say NestleQuick, might be NestleQuick. Any insight?
NestleQuick.
NestleQuick, like the
good stuff.
Wait, is that from before your time, you little 30-year-old?
No, that's what I'm hoping that's what it is. I just don't want to accidentally make the reference for no reason. Is that before my
I still make NestleQuick today. Come on.
Do they? I have no idea. Okay. All right.
I still try to find NestleQuick chocolate milk whenever I'm at airports, man. Let's just put it that way. So
Shout out to both of these players. I've seen them on the internet playing on ranked. Good work. Happy to see them here in ICFC as well. Right now, it's NestleQuick doing great work.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those matchups that, you know, people have said usually is in favor of Cammy here, but we definitely saw some work from Kakeru this weekend at Red Bull Kumite. We know what this character can do. Yeah, that's not projectile invincible. You can't do the level 1. You have to do the level 3.
Yep.
You know, I gotta say, James, it's like the matchup's always in Cammy's favor until she's in burnout and full screen. I feel like then no matter who you are, the matchup's not in your favor anymore.
Yeah.
It gets so bad so quick.
I can see this mid-screen, though. Oh, wow. Okay, down fierce on reaction. But I can see this mid-screen being tough for JP, hard for him to find time to stick out buttons, to stick out ghosts, all that sort of stuff. So he's got to play reactively, I would think. Especially if NestleQuick's playing like that.
Do you remember when they actually said JP's mid-range was bad?
I do. I remember the propaganda, and I imbibed it myself. You are not immune to propaganda, nor am I.
Oh, man. This character is clearly very good mid-range. Look at that button there. That you know what my favorite thing about that button is when you hit it as a punish counter, the sound effect and the nonchalantness of the way he swings that cane just looks so painful. It's like your teacher is disciplining you from the 60s, you know?
Yeah.
So NestleQuick actually from St. Martin? Is that the right? I'm looking it up.
Look, you're the one who actually
You're only hope,
dominates
David.
Worldle, right, David? You would know better than any of us here. So.
I may have been wrong about it, but I'll try to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not 100%, but you know.
St. Kitts and Nevis. Okay, all right. Wow, man, I was close. Almost. Yeah, all right, cool.
Good
Very
DI back. You know, it's interesting you were pointing out the JP mid-range thing. I think something funny about Street Fighter 6 is that mid-range is very nebulous, I feel, because everybody be drive rushing around and like also hitting like buttons and drive impacts at that range. Like, it's a lot, I think, weakerly defined than it has. That's the new word I just made up, weakerly. But like, it's a lot fuzzier in this game than it has been in previous ones. And I think JP's got all the tools. Dude, I swear though, every JP drive impact is the #1 thing they want to do. I'm calling all of y'all out. Y'all are addicted.
You're right about the neutral in this game. It's very active. I think of the characters as like trains on a track, and it like once they get moving, it's just really hard to stop. Like most of the characters now. And some of them have the ability to just float on maglevs and all of a sudden be right next to you, as we see with the level 3. Look, it was a great start by NestleQuick first round of game 1. Super great until it wasn't, and then it just never was again.
Yeah, but unfortunately, SushiHeaven looking really strong here, showing that this match isn't a weakerly match for JP at all. So, done very well there. Don't worry, Bones. I think weakerly is a very cromulent word, so I think it's all
Thanks,
good.
James.
So.
Does he even get that?
I don't know.
I do get that.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
I know. I had to do it.
I want everyone to know that this is my first time this is my first time commentating with James and David, and the first thing James said was like, "This is droning on. It's everything I hoped it would be. I'm so excited. It's everything I did." And that guy was cromulent. But shout out to SushiHeaven. SushiHeaven has been looking stronger and stronger. I feel like every time I've seen him, I think truly proven themselves to be one of them JPs to talk about for sure. And it's going to be moving on in this year bracket. Yeah, like you said, a little bit of a strong start for NestleQuick, but unfortunately just wasn't quick enough. Kind of got slowed down going into the next couple of rounds there. So, but GG's for sure, representing the region that we don't see represented all that much, I don't think, which is fantastic.
Good netcode, man.
That's great.
Good net code is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to get more ideas from more players. I mean, it's great for players from other regions that they get more exposure. I feel like it's probably the primary benefit. But for me, the primary thing is I feel like I'm getting so many more ideas. I'm seeing so much more stuff that I just wouldn't have otherwise. Wow, okay, Mr. What is Reynald. That totally makes sense because I also have run into Mr. What and I got busted. So I'm happy to hear that I gossed a really strong player in Reynald. Pretty good.
Yeah, but also, you know, the matchup's so nice, we had to see it twice here. And I can't think, you know, if there was any person who could embody what it is like to, like, personalize themselves as a player in a character, it's Reynald. Reynald is such a heart gamer, hard call-outs all day, and is just right a lot.
Yeah.
What I like about Reynolds' game, too, is that I don't feel like he's pigeonholed into any archetype. Like, he can and has played pretty much everything out there. Mix-up, Zoner. Yeah, speaking of mix-up right here. This is mix-up and Zoner, but he's played neutral, he's played fireball character, he's just done everything, and he's been killer with all of it.
Yeah, this again, JP, I know I've said this a million times. I know, David, you've seen me say this forever, but I feel like JP is like the entirety of Cyrax's existence in MK9 quantified in a month, because he started out with all the zoning. We're like, we'll figure out the zoning. And we did. And then he got better because they figured out more cheap stuff with him.
He's the leaky
now he's still like one of the best characters in the game.
Mikey's doing good work though. Scooting past the ghost, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. They all tell you to do that on the YouTubes.
Oh, all your darn content creators.
All the contents, yeah, it's all about
That's the worst right there. You're waiting for that stupid spike, and then he just teleports over and throws you, you know?
What a Reynolds decision to do that twice, honestly.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I don't agree. Mikey really tried to hard call out something there, I'm thinking, but like, I feel like if you're committed to the burnout,
nice! Can't chip me out. I think oh no, yeah, he was going for the chip. Wow, that did a lot. Okay.
It did do a lot. He's... Oh, no!
What do you do?
Oh. Yeah, that was still plus, right?
Discipline.
The reason that his throw whiffed is because I think he thought that they'd be recovered from burnout at that point, so there's too much blocks done. That was like a setup for Reynald to throw between, but it doesn't matter. Reynolds one up on the board here over Mikey. Help.
Oh, man.
Not too much help coming. It's only ghosts.
Yeah, zoning still works. It definitely still works for this character, but then there's that, and man,
when he tosses stuff out, you got to be looking at his body, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep, there it was.
He moves his hand forward, he moves his foot forward in a very unique way when he does the command grab.
Oh, nice confirm and it combos.
A Street Fighter 6 perfect.
Dude, that combo was just whapping her with the cane like 19 times. There was no sauce. He was just beating her.
Yeah, that was like 10 cane hits in a row, dude. Oh,
I don't know if he does a punch. I think he just hits you with a cane or his feet.
I think you're
You know what my favorite thing is? When he back throws you, in the middle of his back throw, he switches hands with the cane, and then when he turns around, it looks all natural. It's so sick.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of hesitancy from Mikey. They might be trying to turn up the gas now and unfortunately get hit the hardest they possibly could for trying to turn up the gas. But like, they've been doing a lot of back jumping while trying to approach, really being careful. And I feel like sometimes against JP, you have to send it a little bit.
That was, if there was a chance, it was going to be there. Obviously now it's over. Reynald already could have ended it with other stuff if he had wanted to, but he wanted to be cool as always. And Reynald moves on. 2-0. I don't know if this is a publicly known story, but one time, James, I think you were there for this, but many other people were too. A lot of people in the fighting game community in SoCal were invited to try out a brand new virtual reality game. It was a competitive game that was like a fighting game basically, but you're in virtual reality and you're kind of like actually doing the stuff, and you're in a space where nothing else is around, so you can kind of like flail. And they wanted us to try it out, both to like get us some experience and also to see if the game was like ready for competition. And so a lot of us who were there, and lots of people who had like made Evo top 8s and had like, you know, done great work in tons of different tournaments. And you know who won that tournament? Was Reynald. Reynald sees a game for the very first time. None of us had ever seen or heard of it until we got there. And he just immediately figured it out in a way that none of us did. That's the kind of guy that he is.
And you know what? Just to tack on to that story to let you know the kind of guy David is, Like, he took advantage of every rule possible to find a way to break the game.
I did break it, yeah.
So, like, for example, you know how in boxing, if you go too close to each other, the guy's got to separate you? Well, the game actually did that. It was like, you're too close. So David got the lead and then just followed the guy he was fighting. Like,
yeah, if you were too close, the game just, like, wouldn't let anybody hit anybody else. So I was like, well, that means I can be invincible. So I got 1 hit of damage and then just flipped close.
That's incredible, actually.
Anyway.
And the developers were like, oh.
yeah. In the meantime, we have one of the top ranked Hondas in the world, plus from the MK scene, from other stuff too. Looking great in this game so far against ChrisCCH, one of the best players at the end of Street Fighter V. Really happy to see him here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think ChrisCCH has got a good character here. I mean, ChrisCCH is never bashful from playing top tier. I personally think Ken's the best character in the game right now, but it's still hard to say, honestly.
Never bashful.
I don't think anybody's gonna be mad at you about that one, dude. Like there's like a few legit possible answers to that, and he's very strongly one of them.
Yeah, gotta be at least in the consideration. I think Chris is happy as long as whatever character he plays, when he hits crouch medium kick, good stuff happens on the screen. As long as that's happening, he's cool with it.
Well, he's playing the right game, man. This is definitely crouch medium kick. I mean, the fact that the devs knew that and added scaling to combos that start off of crouch medium kick, you know, they knew how good
this butt slam, no.
David feeling it for all the edges.
I am feeling it.
Nobody else in chat is. This is only you are empathizing right now. We are all. We're like,
I mean,
if only they could improve butt slam, you know.
I mean, honestly, I think Honda is like legit. What, like top 10 in this game? Well, it's one of those games where like 15 characters are in the top 10. It's so silly. I mean, I have him like at number 7 or something like that.
Sure, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. He's so good. Oh, he got the pointless counter. Oh,
this is
look at the damage.
You could get a safe jump mid-screen. Yeah, he's a character that still has a lot of exploring to be done, I feel. Yeah. He's obviously like very abusive, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Super easy to play when we're kind of learning the game. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the truth. If you would like to skate through into higher ranks, he's your man. But when it gets to higher level play, he really needs to be creative, and I think there's still a lot left to be done for Honda when it comes to that.
Yeah. There will always be characters like Honda in fighting games. It is just a constant. Even in old fighting games, there's always stuff like that. Oh my god, if Chris makes his comeback happen, I'm going to screech. It's going to burn out plus.
Yeah, this is actually great for Chris. Yeah. I mean, obviously down in life, but in terms of the neuts right now, he's looking good.
Oh, he just went for these stole the turn, and he made it out. That should be able to kill off of this. Yes!
Dang, dude. Unfortunate for Plus. That was just a series of really awful events.
It's either awful events for Plus or just genius from ChrisCCH. So
yeah, he knew that he needed to take some risks, and he did a fantastic job of making that happen.
Absolutely. Oh no! Ooh. I think that was the Xiaohai reaction right there. He was gonna do that as soon as he saw him twitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now. But for Ken, it's not just about neutral. He's got a great Dragon Punch, of course. He's got this great crouch medium kick and other good buttons. I also feel like his pressure is some of the best in the game. Like the variety of options that he could put at you is really high.
That had to have been a mistake from Chris, right? That drive rush and Dragon Lash, because that got straight punished, because I think that was the light one. But
he just did it. Oh, it worked. And you know what? Plus says, you know what? Plus is not real. I'm going for it.
True.
Oh, what a trap.
The classic.
Genius. I'm telling you, Plus is really, really strong in this game, but that's an indication of where Chris is. He just makes a really good player look like he's not sure what to do. So shout outs to ChrisCCH. Got to be looking for him to make a deep run.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. Elon with the $100 donation. What? Dang, okay. So I'll read his comment here. You know, for him, this does not benefit me in any way to read his comment. And he says, hey, thanks for bringing us the fun stuff every week. How about those talk shows James and I run? Best in the business, they say.
You know I'm on board with that.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
big shout outs to James and Elon. Thank you so much for the big 100 bones. But now we're up to 229.50. I gotta say, David, your hard call out it brought in all the girls to the yard here, because we've only got 56 of those codes left, so we've still got some work to do. We got redeeming to do. If you haven't done one yet, go ahead, do that quick redemption, throw some more money in the pot for the gamers. But I think we can get these codes out of here, lickety splickety.
Bones, are you saying David is like Bill Murray, dude? You know, gets all the, brings the girls to the yard with his milkshake here.
Don't worry, Bones. You're not alone. I also didn't get the reference.
Wait, which Bill Murray thing is this a reference
Do
to?
you not know who Bill Murray is dating right now?
No.
I
wait,
don't.
what?
What?
I can't imagine how this conversation is going to end, because if
The girl
it
who
can't be
sings
right.
the song.
That can't be right.
Is that true?
that can't
That
be right.
is absolutely true.
Oh my god! I never would have thought.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god. We've got RayRay on the screen right now. Moving on from that. RayRay, known Marvel god, titan of the community out here with the Chun-Li.
And I'm excited about this because RayRay was one of the first, but obviously this weekend we saw from Oil King briefly, but then Javi and Chun-Li is another one of those characters that I just feel like, the Chun-Li, the downplay from the Chun-Li players is epic levels, because I think this character is super good.
I'm with you. I really like a lot about her. I think she's got excellent buttons. She has really unique pressure. Her ability to control with her fireball is just different than the other fireball characters. Yeah, and sort of built-in overhead lows in a stronger way than many characters as well. I really like her. I think she's really, really good. And if you're the kind of player who likes to play Chun-Li, I feel like this is like the most options that you've had. Like there's more going on with this character than there ever has been, which is great.
But consider, David, let me be devil's advocate for a second, James. I think that might be why some people are grumpy. Chun's usually been kind of a straight line to victory. The path is clear. Now Chun's got quite a bit of things going on, and also she's stuck right now, so Letnom's gonna... That was a pretty quick cash out on that burnout. I think there's a
side switch.
Yeah, and going for the side switch. A lot of gamer decisions coming up from Letnom. But, no, I think Chun-Li is super cool in this game, but I think that she does require a little bit of putting things together to make the strengths immediately come out.
This is the most technical Chun-Li has ever been, and I'm all for it. As a Cammy player, to have Cammy be the most technical she's ever been in this game is fantastic. I love it so much. But obviously Montel here, or Letnom, I'm assuming his name is actually Montel. He's working with that Ken, of course, and still trying to get a game in here. But RayRay is just looking strong and just dominating the neutral.
I have to go play a video game, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Have a great time.
Good luck, David.
Okay.
Hey, everyone, make fun of him. He's playing Honda. Ew. Good luck.
It'll be me versus Speed Kicks.
Ooh, dang, nice. Okay.
Rough draw.
Oh, later.
I mean,
luck,
it's so awesome to see all the players from all the different scenes playing this game. Obviously,
Right.
there's a million reasons why I'm sure a lot of people are trying to get into this, but at the same time, the numbers, people are saying, it broke the record at Evo, et cetera, and it just means that, the game is out and people are still enjoying it. It's not one of those games that just kind of came out and people are like, ew. People are genuinely having fun with this game.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of the core decisions in this game, I could say, was $1 million idea, and I'm glad that the player base seems to be kind of getting behind that. But RayRay is up 1 and currently is up the round here. What? Oh my God, these are weird confirms. Any solid confirm from RayRay is more than enough to end it here, but that's plus range. Try to get the perfect parry on there.
Ooh,
wow, I can't believe that reached.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, what? I think he was trying to react to a drive impact again, but instead it just worked out because he just charged in, and there you go. RayRay with the raw super is gonna take it just like that.
That's actually really funny. Yeah, I wonder, there's a billion things that he could have been trying to react to, right? That could have been DI. I think her level 2 does go through fireballs, right? So I think it could have been fireball. There's a lot of stuff. I think RayRay just switched and happened to work.
Hey, you know what? RayRay will say, I totally did that on purpose. That's exactly what I was reacting to.
Yeah.
That's those Marvel reactions, man. That's those Marvel reactions. It's the skills right there.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's the, you kidding me, brother? You're out there, you're doing the Magneto confirms. I can't do Magneto confirms, can you? I always think about with Marvel, because that game is obviously still always like one of the hardest games to just like try to play at the level that people like RayRay do. But the funniest thing to me is when Magneto gets a confirm off his jab, right? You get to do like 19 jabs and go, whoa, it's hitting, and go into a launch.
Jab. Oh, okay, launch. All right.
It is so freaking funny to me. But shout out to RayRay is going to be moving on in this bracket tonight. So we'll be having our next match coming up. Hope everyone's been having fun with this so far. David is currently fighting the old speed kicks. So
yep.
James, did you feed your cat yet? I know there was cat
I haven't fed my cats yet, unfortunately, because I'm stuck doing ICFC. So they're going to have to starve for a little bit here, unless we get a break, but I'm not sure. But I also do want to take an opportunity to say hello to everybody on my stream channel as well. So what's going on? We're doing some ICFC NA, and yeah, I'm joined here by Solid Bones. You basically started as a Guilty Gear player, right? But who do you play in Street Fighter? Who was your character in Street Fighter 6?
Good question. So I play mostly Jamie. I was the last week or so, I called the Modern Experiment, where I busted out my PS5 pad. Usually I play on Hitbox. I busted out my pad. I said, let's play some Modern Jury. Genuinely hilarious. If you have not done that, some of the most fun you'll have in a video game, dude. It is so funny. But switching back to Jamie, a little bit of a learning curve again, being on Hitbox. But no, I think Jamie is sick. Such a cool character. But there's a lot of really, all the characters in this game that I put my hands on are just so fun. Like, there's just so much like fun stuff to kind of build out and discover with everybody. I'll have you know, I played Street Fighter 2 back in the old the Super Nintendo days, James Chen. So I'm not
like. Are you old enough for that? You know what a Super Nintendo is?
Yeah, I read about it once on my phone. There was a TikTok on it. So we've got crossover coming up here, going against LeoPlay. Leo representing the old Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil definitely coming out in spades here for the ICFC, which is great to see, and representing that Kimberly as well. That's a character that I enjoy playing as well, and I think is just, this character is a problem, and yet strangely enough, people don't talk about her like they did during that open beta.
It's funny. It's like, because people talk about like the Kimberly nerfs that happened after the beta. It was really like two things, but it was just like Kimberly losing her reversal. I feel like made everyone go, ew, I want to mash buttons, and now it's somebody else. But no, I'm with you.
To be fair, that was a pretty significant nerf. However, I think it was justified because she had like some really dirty, turn-stealing situations with that. But the crazy thing is they didn't nerf any of her offense. Whoa! And you know what? What a beautiful decision to go for the back throw instead, to go push him into the corner. You're not going to get as much damage, so you might as well win the positioning war instead.
Yeah, off a perfect parry, stuff like that can be huge. I feel Oh, that's going to burn down to the sun. Is she dead? I think she is.
I think she's dead. No, that's dead. That's dead for sure.
Yeah, I think just barely it is, bro. Bringing her straight to Memphis.
It is me. It is me.
Oh my God! That was close though. We all gotta say that could have been a couple of pixels there. I don't think it would have done it. Crossover.
All right, clip that. Send it to SayJam.
Yeah.
But I'm on the stream. Whenever I'm on the stream, whatever seems obvious is always wrong in terms of is it gonna kill. So Oh man.
Yeah, for sure, right? But send that to SayJam, and he's got the chalkboard behind him. He's gonna put like 1 point under the James segment. He's got like 5,000 for Willa kills. It's just like, you'll get there, James, don't worry. But no, I'm with you, right? Kim is a fun character. She's got some of the most, I think, oppressive offense when you get cornered against her. But also, bro, we got to talk about staying medium kick. That thing is a gun. That is a ridiculous button in this video game.
A lot of people say that, but her standing medium kick actually has the same range as most characters' crouching medium kicks, like Ken's and stuff like that. And the biggest weaknesses of it is that you're walking around, so you're keeping your legs vulnerable all the time, so a lot of people can tag you with that crouching medium kick, but it is her best poke without question. Oh God, you got, oh no, oh no.
an average response to getting throw loops. That's the one dude who made the tweets who was just like, you know, like throw loops are awful, and like went off on him a bit. Like, you go beast mode. The second you start getting throw loop, dude, all the muscles are flexed, like all the blood is pumping in your veins 100%. But, you know, and now, James, they don't got the OS to protect them. Capcom already patched it out. What are we gonna do? Help!
Shoutouts to Capcom, by the way, for taking care of that right away. And they even said in their patch notes, they admitted they haven't actually solved the problem. They just, quote, made it harder to do. So I'm not sure what that means, but they found a way to take it away effectively for now until they get to the actual root of the problem, which is cool. So shoutouts to them for the quick response.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if it's seriously that awkward and like difficult to perform, you know, oh god, are you dead beast mode again?
Oh yeah. Oh no, unless you drop the combo.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. We got ourselves the first American reset that I've seen of the night. Hope everyone celebrates.
You can't tell the Dominican player happy 4th of July, okay? None of the players on that stream celebrate this holiday, okay? To them, it's just a regular day.
True. Sorry. It's a Dominican.
I return.
How did your match go against Speed Kicks?
I lost.
Who does he use?
Pretty badly.
Oh.
He plays Jerry. He and I have played on ranked several times, and it's gone back and forth. But man, he definitely steamrolled me today. So shout outs to him. He showed up with some new stuff that I had not seen before.
He saved
I got to think about.
He saved that stuff for ICFC.
I mean, he's probably doing it on ranked and stuff, just not when I've run into him. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. We got the next one coming up. NuckleDu.
Ooh, we got a real James Chen match on.
Yeah, Cammy versus Cammy. Like I said, I'm so happy with the way Cammy plays. I am sad because nobody uses the hooligan, and I think the hooligan is way underrated, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh.
At the last ICFC, Punk was in bracket and did Hooligan and nearly died. And SushiHeaven has apparently been yelling at Punk to use Hooligan more. And so he did it, almost died, and then said in chat, SushiHeaven, I used Hooligan. Are you happy with me? And SushiHeaven was like, no, stop using Hooligan.
Yeah, I mean, the tricky thing about Hooligan is it's kind of an Oki tool, and it's also a surprise tool. Is really what it is. It's not something that
Whoa. Video games. Oh, shout out to the crew. Come on, too good. Too good.
Smart.
Too good. Had another one running just in case. Genius.
Redundancy, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
You have indeed done this before. Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, honestly, the hooligan is an amazing
professional production.
The hooligan is actually an amazing Oki tool. That's like where one of its biggest powers are. You have to know the setups to get some Oki, and you can actually hooligan throw people off the ground while they get up, so they can't crouch hit. And there's setups off of like almost most of her knockdowns. So every time you get knocked down, you have to put a little bit of your mental stack into the hooligan.
I just realized we were burned out gaming there for a second. Nice.
No big deal.
You know, I just realized...
NuckleDu has DP'd like every dive kick from Vegeks, man.
Yeah, Vegeks has not been able to do stuff.
Well, I feel like Cammy's DP is also kind of a little better at sniping dive kicks than some other characters are, because she does launch pretty horizontally with it. So, like, you know, people like Jamie can get faked out by it pretty bad, but, like, Cammy's probably going to hit you if you're not literally dive kicking from full screen, which is
That's definitely one of the differences between these two, but I would say the other one is that NuckleDu hasn't let any hits go. That is to say, like, every time he finds a hit with a button that's cancelable, he's in there making the damage happen right away. And I feel like that's one of the big nice things that Cammy has, is that she has the ability to make that happen if you're really on the ball. But obviously, difficult to do.
Yeah, very difficult to do. And I gotta say also, I am very biased. I see Vegeks is also from New Jersey, so I'm a big fan. You know, this guy, NuckleDu, never heard of him. You got this, Vegeks.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, here we go to the corner of the level one. No, that's not going to connect. That's not going to connect.
Nice work, and Vegeks did it in a way that didn't spend super meter. Good work.
Yes, very like good awareness there to cash out without actually spending the super meter, keeping the resource for the second round.
Ooh, nice. There we go. You were talking about that, David. Vegeks has definitely let a couple of those crouching medium kicks go that time, capitalized. But that dive kick was not at a good height. NuckleDu was able to challenge and take that turn.
That said, it was a dive kick that Vegeks got away with, which maybe portends well for him if he can stay alive here.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Oh.
NuckleDu with the corner position here. Doesn't go for the throw loop. Tries a shimmy, though.
Oh, genius!
James Chen getting his money worth tonight, seeing Cammy straight dive kicks. Are you
Punish
kidding?
counter.
Oh, yeah.
Punish counter
yeah.
does so much damage on throw. It is legit huge.
You know what the craziest thing is? I feel like it's less than the beta. Because I remember
Is
the
it?
beta.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. That's just my
I didn't
memory.
play the beta. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember in the beta, if you got punish counter throw, it was like death. And I feel like it's almost less, but again, I'm senile, so whatever. My memory is not very good.
I think it's a flat 2K in this game. It's something like it's a straight increase, but I think generally throws are normalized. I think except for Geefs, and I could be wrong. I think Geefs throws actually do more.
Yeah, there's variety in his too, because one of them does less damage but leaves you close to him,
Yep.
etc. There's some differences in that.
Oh god, now NuckleDu
Anyway,
is just going
NuckleDu.
crazy in the corner, dude. He just rushed down at that point, and that's what Cammy can do. I mean, it's interesting because you know Cammy's. I've said this on Twitter. Her drive rush isn't as strong as a lot of the other characters out there, and I don't think she has the bypass neutral stuff like Ken's Dragon Lash or Jury Fireball into Drive Rush kind of situation. But if you are a player like NuckleDu or Punk, you don't need it. And Cammy has everything in her walk speed that lets you make up for that. And so when a player like that gets a hold of Cammy, dude, they're so good. It's really impressive.
She's strong.
Yeah.
I highly agree. She's strong and more interesting than before.
Now, maybe said with the undertones of not quite up to David's par for what he would consider interesting, but
Like I said, man, they're not using the hooligan stuff. There's a lot of interesting hooligan stuff.
Okay,
out there,
I hope to see that stuff happen, because when I saw what Cammy had in this game, and that's what I was thinking about, certainly. I thought there was going to be cool stuff there. I do hope to see it. I hope you're right. Next match, Sundowner, Ken.
One of our TOs, according to Giddy. One of our TOs here.
Oh, is he? Interesting. I wonder if it's a reference to the Storm or a reference to Metal Gear Rising. Because if it's a Metal Gear Rising reference, I'm biased. Now I'm a Sundowner fan.
Sundowner with the JP going up against Ken. This is definitely a matchup that we're probably going to see for a long period of time, because this is definitely popular characters in this game.
Sundowner Ken.
Oh, Sundowner Ken. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
WFalcon on the JP.
Oh my god, there was like 3 spikes in the middle of that. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, that is so bad.
We just got a sub from avoiding the puddle, dude. So shout outs.
Well,
to Eris out there. Miss Eris, missing him.
Oh yeah, we know WFalcon. Yeah, you don't need to explain. I guess maybe we should say to people who don't know that WFalcon is a really strong player who's qualified for Cap Cup in the past.
Every time I see that name, though, all I want to do is say yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show.
Do you guys not know the reference? Anyways,
I'm dead. Oh no.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Also, going back to your point previously, David, you said, Cammy's still not that interesting. She likes cats now, okay? So can you back off?
She's always liked cats. She's been a cat fan, and that is something that I will say, you know what? Great work. That's all I got.
The cat that's in her character select and in her win pose is the same cat from the graphic of Super Turbo when she wins. She's kneeling down and looking at a cat.
That's had the same cat for 25 years?
Yeah,
that is
basically.
Incredible, actually. That's goals, man. I'm hoping that Ajax and Lyra make it that long. I'm hoping that Nathan and Jasmine make it that long.
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
You can tell. I mean, unless you got a cat that looks exactly like it, both of the cats have the same,
kind of morbid
and stuff. So
yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
we're talking
Snowball
about
3.
cats now. This stream is not about fighting games anymore. We're just talking about cats at this point. How are Ajax and Lyra doing, David?
Oh, they're doing great, man. Thank you. Yeah, Ajax has gained a little bit of weight, so we're going to have to try to work on that. But other than that, everything's great.
That's awesome. Wonderful, beautiful cats.
And yours, I assume, good news?
Yes, my cats are doing very well. They are very affectionate and loving and very hungry right now, too. So
I understand.
I understand completely. I gotta say that Sundowner has really been a big fan of the Crazy Kicks.
That's not about cats.
What? So true, bestie. My favorite are tigers. I love tigers. They're a big cat. Oh, big counter on that. Yeah, the Crazy Kicks have been the core of Sundowner's pressure, but it's kind of gotten them a little bit into trouble sometimes with the drive backs especially. Did you see Falcon kind of faking out there, just buffering? I feel like when you see someone doing that, it's like, what the heck do you do?
Yeah,
Wow, thank you very much for the huge raid to my favorite guy, the guy who I commentated Evo Top 8 Mortal Kombat with, I think a couple of different times, Eris.
Yeah.
Big fighting game fan, Eris, who only streams fighting games. Thanks a lot for hanging out, buddy.
Yeah. How's it going there, Stoners? Hope everyone's doing good. We're doing some Street Fighter 6. We'll introduce ourselves when we kind of get back to the cams here. You can actually see who we are. You'll never guess how 2 out of 3 of us are. I mean, I know we know who I am, but the rest of these folks need an introduction. But big finish here from Falcon. That's going to be it for our lovely TO Sundowner. Going to be dropping down to the loser side of the bracket.
It's actually hilarious to me how many people had their starts in the FGC. I had someone actually be like, do you know Eris? He's this really funny like Dark Souls streamer. And I was like, man. And
for like 30 years, yes.
Yeah, and true story, Boss Logic got his start in FGC as well. He used to help with a lot of the Australian tournaments. He did the graphics, did trailers for them.
His brothers ran whatever big Australian tournament was called back in the day. Shadowloo Showdown.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Name. So Boss Logic, who's like super famous now, got his start in the fighting game community. Dude.
Did you know that Maximilian used to play fighting games a lot? He would go to the arcade. What? Maximilian, I used to see him there in the arcade at Family Fun Arcade many years ago, and then he started doing all sorts of other stuff, like being famous. And it all started here in LA in the arcades.
And also, I think David can attest to this. William Hung has his start in the fighting game.
If anybody still knows who William Hung is, I would be flabbergasted. But William Hung was a guy who was on, what was it, American Idol or something? American Idol is what it was. Yeah. And he was on there and sang absolutely the worst rendition of She Bangs that's ever been sung in world history. And it was hilarious. And obviously he didn't win or anything, but he turned that into a semi-successful temporary recording career for real. Anyway, he was at school that I went to, and he would show up at our school campus arcade, and he would always show up and play CVS2 in exactly the same way. Not a very good way, and never improved, and never did anything differently, and it was always exactly the same. And I think he thought he was good. I don't know, question mark. But he actually, he did actually win. This is true. He did win a talent competition before going to American Idol. That's, I assume, part of why he thought that he could join American Idol. He got first place in the talent competition in his dorm out of 1 entrance.
Dude, that's galore.
Didn't you say he played Ratio 4 Blanka or something like that?
Ratio 4 Blanka it was, yes. Ratio 4 Blanka.
Dude, I not to digress too much
quite a character,
here,
man.
but a buddy of mine played Ratio 4K Bison going into 1 year at NEC, and another friend of mine had entered CVS2 but couldn't make it, so he just took his spot. He made it all the way to 5th place in the CVS2 bracket at NEC with Ratio 4K Bison, and he only got beat by, I believe, I know Justin Wong beat him. I forget who the other person was, but when he sat down to fight Justin, who he sat down, he picked his character, and Justin poked up over the cab and says, "That's your character?" And he was like, "Yeah." The funniest stuff. There's a lot. There's some good footage of that, but
is this a button check? Are you doing button check right now? You know?
On the arcade cab.
For those of you who've never fought that, it is such an exam. You really have to be able to lame that out. You like can't be aggressive against someone who's ratio 4K. The numbers are not in your favor. Like,
I mean, I think Justin is decent at laming people out, so I think he probably did well in that match. You know.
Yeah, Eris was good, by the way. Eris wasn't just some schmo. He wasn't a nobody when it came to fighting games. He was really good at Caliber and really good at Tekken.
Yeah, no, he's really good.
We had top 8 footage of him when we used to do the intros at Cal Poly Pomona, the same venue that had the Daigo parry, and he, you know, used to look a little more like Mario from Mario Brothers, and so we played the Mario theme when he went down there, switched it to the fast one, and he like looked around and ran down the aisle. It was actually hilarious. So,
all right, well, thanks to everybody for donating and being in the chat and saying such nice stuff about us. I really appreciate that. I always look for the chat to make sure that I'm getting approval. So I appreciate that. And if you haven't yet claimed your code, there are 36 remaining. You better get in there. Honestly, I'm embarrassed. I think it's sad. Here we are, 15,000 people watching. We have 36 codes remaining. Can you get in there, please? Can you guys in the chat type in !Matcherino and do it? And if you would like to make James Chen say anything at all, now's your chance. All you have to do is donate more than just the code. Put in some more dollars of your own, and James will say anything you want.
Yeah, and I know you donors are addicted to getting your donations read. So, I mean, this is the time to do it.
Anything you want. Thanks a lot, everybody. I see that the codes are going down on camera right now. Good work.
Yeah, and all the support goes straight to the players. And hey, also for the record, if we hit $1,000 redues in the Matcherino, anything left over rolls over to the next week. So we kind of try to build it out, make sure we have the support for every week. We started this week with a big $100 on the board, but we have our next match coming on up here. Everybody, it's going to be SenaX JP versus good old Bryan-D Guile.
Bryan-D, I think one of the best players in the world at the moment. He's had such success in a bunch of online tournaments. He and Kaba, dude, these two players from the Dominican Republic playing Guile are just super killers. It's been awesome to watch.
A lot of people have actually been saying, like, since the beta, people don't talk about Guile as much, but you see guys like Bryan-D and Kaba play, and then, man, this past weekend with the Kainu, oh my god, like, Guile is, it's like I said, this game literally has 15 characters in the top 5. Like,
I'm with you, man.
Like.
I'm with you.
The balance is so good in this game. Like, I can't believe that this game has come out this balanced, honestly.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we'll kind of see where it goes, see if the characters start getting a little more focused as its lifespan goes on. But, I mean, otherwise, it might be the most balanced Street Fighter. That didn't chip. That was actually super unfortunate. I'm pretty sure Guile still was super sick. It is enough. Oh, my God. Dude, that was... Unfortunately, these Guile players, you know... They got to break out an abacus sometimes for these chip calculations. The math is not coming right sometimes.
Don't mention that to Kaba, dude.
oh yeah, big moment. That's true.
CEO, that was brutal. I mean, someone said the reason. Well, in the beta, it would have hit twice at that range, but it was.
Well, but we know Kaba didn't play the beta, so we don't need to go down that road.
Right. No, I mean, he played during the beta period.
During the beta, of course.
During the beta,
when everybody did.
Well, it was literally, I think, if they were like a pixel more forward, because it also just has a stronger hit if you're closer. Like, it was a whole thing. But getting the big corner controller here is Bryan-D. Sena is burnt out. I like Bryan they didn't really cash out that.
No, he did a jump.
And then nothing. And then he got his health back, so Bryan couldn't chip him out in literally that frame. Oh, I mean, almost that frame. That was incredible stuff by SenaX. The jump, the bravery of the jump. I am impressed.
What the hell was that, dude?
That was a scramble. That's what we call a scramble right there. But SenaX came out on top and has actually taken the game from Bryan here, which is again, not saying anything about obviously Brazil coming out here strong. So but Bryan-D has been so strong recently.
But it is super cool to see another Brazilian player here. I know that we've got a lot signed up. That's rad. This is ICFC NA, right? But we've opened it up to pretty much the whole Western Hemisphere because of the netcode. And I love to see that people are actually playing. Super great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brazil, their scene is so strong. Last week, what was it? There was 4 Brazilians in top 8 and 4 Americans in top 8. And so, again, it's just great. Oh, he used it to charge. He used the freeze to charge for the flash kick. Oh, you sneaky man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was kind of burned themselves out with that combo extension. And JP can fight in burnout from full screen like that as long as he can maintain screen control, but Bryan very quickly wrestled it back and it went so down so fast.
Yeah, look, Guile's got a lot of great zoning options. He's got a lot of great buttons, but his pursuit, I think, is also one of the better in the game. His drive rush into forward light kick or back light kick, whatever it is in this game, I don't remember, knee bullet, is really, really strong. Really, really strong. It can be plus, it can be significantly plus, actually. You get the combo out of it, and it just has huge forward movement. Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, and you know, shout outs to Lurker Spine in my chat here, but yeah, for sure, JP does kind of mess up what Guile wants to do, right? So Guile can't play this game where he sits back in Sonic Boom, so I do think some people think that this is a bad matchup for Guile.
I'm telling you, he's got more than just sitting back and throwing booms. Like, this is an all-around good character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cute.
You take away one of his stronger tools for sure.
You do.
Oh, no, too far away for that crouching strong to hit.
I am impressed by SenaX now just hanging out and playing so patiently. I'm thinking back constantly to that jump where everybody else would not have jumped for fear, and he did. And yet right now, it's all about him playing patiently, holding onto a spot on screen.
I wonder how calculated that was, right? Because they spent the EX there perfectly to burn out at a point where Senna wouldn't have burned out, but now we're burnout gaming did not land on the boom.
I think you are being summoned, David.
Oh, I have to play in the video games? Okay, I'll be back.
All right, okay. No problem. And meanwhile, SenaX here at match point to send Bryan to losers fairly early, to be honest.
Yeah, right. And I mean, I'm getting good lore here that Senna is from the NRS scene down in Brazil, so you'll love to see it. Dude, if we were just talking about this earlier, James, as Senna is currently getting level 3 and about to get burned out, and this is really not a good spot. We were talking about how great it is that this is really turning into like that melting pot of a game where there's so many people from different scenes representing here. So last time Senna got burned out like this, Bryan was really able to crank the offense on, and there you go. Now you're in the danger zone.
There we go. Yep, and there, yep. You knew it was coming. And I feel like Senna just didn't have the reaction ready to go for that level 3. And there you go. Bryan-D actually ties it up over here. Yeah, I mean, previously we had Dragon Ball FighterZ, then Strive. Those were 2 of the kind of melting pot games. But what's neat about it is that so many fighting games have been becoming these melting pot games, you know? It's not just because it's Street Fighter, but like everybody was playing Strive, everybody was playing Dragon Ball. And so it's really awesome to see players constantly branching out to different fighting games these days.
For sure. And that was a grizzly confirm, by the way, for Bryan. Getting the neutral jump on that throw. That straight up did like 40% of Senna's life and dumped him into the corner. And now you are just a pixel away from...
What?
Bro, he ran all the way.
Dude, he ran a couple of laps and then still got the throw, dude. Jeez.
It reminds me of like the super curse like CVS2 run animations like that character like Honda have, where it's just like this is not right. Like Guile moving that quickly across the screen is wild.
Oh man. Oh, there's that crouching medium kick again. One of the longest range crouching medium kicks in the game. JP has. Oh, okay. Yeah, just take it, whatever. But, you know, you're getting closer to burnout as a result. Let's see, here we go. He has been able to get the Sonic Boom game started a little bit, and Senna has not been able to stop it. And so you see... Oh, no! He drive rushed into it.
Yeah, and that almost makes me wonder if Bryan might have genuinely missed the input, because a lot of times when you drive rush like that, since you actually freeze the screen with the drive rush, you have a lot more time to react to the drive impact. And so it looked like Bryan was going to do it, but did not get it out in time, got blasted. Now you're in burnout, you're in the corner, overhead, help. What are you trying to do?
Oh, what a jump timing again. That's the second time we've seen SenaX with just a raw jump over a Sonic Boom like that.
That's actually wild. I can't believe Senna did it again. It was so right.
I mean, obviously JP's jump heavy kick is super good, but I mean, it's Guile Sonic Boom. That is a hard one to jump over and punish.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a hard read, right? Like, I mean, yeah. I think you know, as many of you might know, if Guile throws a boom and you jump at the start of the round, you don't hit him for that. He's good. Like, he's in from down being recovered. So it's not really one of those things that you can do that on. But right now it's tied up piece to piece. So I mean, this is going to be whoever takes this takes the whole thing.
Just getting flash kick there. Nice bait from Bryan. Tries to go for the overhead, but still plus. It's one of those things that it's so hard to get used to, seeing these overheads and then still having to respect the opponent.
Ooh, level 2. What's Bryan going to do to try to get out of it? Just holding parry for dear life.
Oh, he's just trying to burn him out here. And look at that. He spent one of his gauges for his own drive impact. Oh, but now you can see SenaX just building his meter back. Bryan-D's only got a chunk of life left. He wants to get him burned out so he can chip him to death. But so far, Bryan-D has been able to survive.
Okay, just a little bit of the poke. Bryan has got no drive gauge. They know that something happened. Did not get the punish.
Oh, no! Or is he dead? No, he missed the super. He missed the level 3.
No. Oh, this is so scary.
No. Now, I wonder if the flash kick hit at one of the later active frames. He was far away enough that it might have been one of the airborne active frames that connected. I'm not sure yet. We haven't seen it enough yet to really know, right? So, but that's my theory. It was either a tragic drop or just one of those range things where it just didn't want to connect.
Well, I was surprised he didn't just go into Raw level 3 because, I mean, they were in CA, right? So, like, at that point when they got that juggle, I think they would have just killed straight up. Maybe just been trying to do the optimal, but I think you're right. That might have been during an actual aerial frame there. I've got more stuff to read. That's what it's going on here. It looks like Volt Turn with the $1 direct contribution. Any little bit helps. So shout out to Volt Turn. And I'm going to have to say the Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that gets progressively more difficult as it continues. Thanks for the big dollary do there, the Matcherino. We will make James Chen keep doing this all night. He did agree to it, which we very much thank him for. Thanks everyone so much for the support. This is going to be Flashmetroid. Good old Flash going up here against YJK. Oh, they accidentally went. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, man, this is a beatdown, James.
It's almost like the Kimberly player wasn't doing anything. Yeah. Wait, what was that a button check round or something?
They accidentally went. They went too early. Yeah, no button checks in 2023. That's pretty weird, man.
Yeah, see, I just have to do that all the time. How do you even think of doing that? I just gotta like say all these lines now on commentary all the time.
So funny.
Man.
Yeah, going into the next one here. So this is going to be YJK versus Flashmetroid. Flashmetroid, obviously a man with one of the longest, most illustrious fighting game resumes out there. Has been around forever. Incredibly talented. YJK, though, definitely a name that I have seen around in Street Fighter 6 quite a bit. Happy to see him here stepping up. We'll see how it goes. Blanka, you know, I got to say, chat, I've got to take because I think Blanka's a very silly character, has a lot of very powerful stuff, but a lot of people, I think their initial instinct is to put Blanka on the same level as like Honda in terms of just plug and playness. And I really don't think that's the case. Blanka's pretty weird. And Blanka has like weird... I think Blanka has the shortest crouching medium kick in the game also. Like he's got weird stubby buttons and then very far buttons that he can't really confirm off of. He's got like kind of more strange combo routes and stuff. Obviously Heavy Blanka Ball is very silly and very stupid. But like the character overall I think isn't on that same level. So I'm stoked to see
I've got to look... I mean, I think Blanka's ridiculous. I think he's one of the best characters in the game. I'm
not saying he's not.
But I can definitely confirm to you the crouching medium kick at some point in time. I just have to find the tweet that Gelatin Lab put out at my request over here.
Whoa.
To see who had the longest crouching medium kicks. Blanka's crouching medium kick is actually one of the longer ones.
What?
He's halfway. Shorter? So Kimberly apparently has the shortest, then Dalsum, then Lily, then Jamie, then Honda, then Ken, then DJ, then Chun-Li, and then Blanka.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense to me. Thanks for the knowledge dump there. So, yeah, Flash is repping the Blanka. Doesn't surprise me. This feels like a Flash character to me. YJK on the Kimberly.
Yeah,
the little
for sure.
buddy's coming.
Look, Flash, if anything, has always been a very scientific player. He loves the research. He loves testing things out all the time. And Blanka is such a character that has so much to like lab and to test out. So for sure, this is a Flash character.
Yeah, Blanka's kind of a character for nerds, it feels like. Overhead confirmed. Should be enough here. Cash out with the super. Yeah, level 2. Just wanted to make sure.
Nice. And again, I mean, you know, although people probably know Flash right now, more as a Guilty Gear player, he did make top 4 in the Guilty Gear team tournaments at EVO one year, but he was also a top 8 Street Fighter 4 finisher as well.
That's right, I know.
What's up, I return?
David does return.
Cool. Flashmetroid and YJK. What a cool match.
Yeah, no. Very
how
cool
are you
match.
doing? How'd you do in your match, David?
Oh, I'm still in. I won.
Oh, cool. Sick. Nice.
It was me versus Mike Soft, dude. Yeah, it was cool. It was good. Good match.
Nice job. Yeah, Kimberly's crouching heavy kick, such a good button. I'm so glad.
Oh, I'm being told I need to continue to play matches. My bad.
We'll get David
I'll
back
see you
here
later.
someday. You know, this is the problem. David's gotten too good. Now he just wins everything. He can't commentate anymore. It's a shame. YJK
basically.
burned out though. The scariest thing about this, James. Oh my God, this is gonna be so much chip if you're forced to block a ball, but intelligently jumps over it. Are you dead? No.
That's just a level 1. It's just a level 1, even with the spray can afterwards. But run in throw after, is that real? Oh, I've got to lab that. Level 1 into run in throw. I have to lab that now.
Yeah. Whoops. Now you got homework. You know, Kim's level 1 always jump scares me with how much damage it does. Like with the spray can at the end. So I'm always like a little nervous. Like, is this gonna scare me this time again? But stuck in the corner now is YJK. The sand medium kick, dude. She's got a gun.
Unfortunately, missed that standing heavy kick after it. Yeah, it's interesting. You see a lot of Kimberly's go into that run and just, you know, let it rock like that. Kind of as a pseudo frame trap right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that slide was actually spaced out enough to make it plus. It's the command grab. I mean, honestly, yeah, a throw, like a decent hit kills, right? Oh God, help me.
Here we go. Throw loops. Do it again. Nope. Oh, actually tick into it. Nice. The mix.
Yeah. Ultra David did indeed beat Mike Saptic 2-0 in the bracket. The ICFC breaking news update for y'all. Ultra David, our lovely commentator, is unfortunately too good to stop. He's gonna win the whole thing. You know, we're not gonna hear from him anymore, James.
Yeah, it's crazy because like during Street Fighter V, you know, I played a lot of Street Fighter V. I never felt like I was good enough to enter tournaments at this point, but this game, like, I'm having so much fun. Like, I almost feel like I don't care how I do. I just want to play.
For sure, right?
Good.
Quick level 1.
Nice. Confirm. What an extended combo. That was beautiful from YJK.
Yeah, it was for sure. Going out. YJK is now 1 round away from taking this over Flash. Did you see earlier, by the way, YJK did drive impact in the corner, and it did totally kill Flash for trying to do jump back EX Blanka ball. Oh no, this is huge actually. Look at Flash's drive gauge. It's so injured right now, and you're stuck in the corner. Combo off the overhead. Next hit kills easy. Scramble.
Man, YJK just a tiny bit away from taking this over Flash. Oh no! What was the electricity about? I don't know if that's what he wanted at all, but that means that YJK is gonna put Flashmetroid into the loser's bracket here. Wow.
That couldn't it. Ooh, we got another matcherino for James to read. What is it?
That's right. And so, you know, David said, as long as you donate, I will say anything you want, right? Anything you want. There, I did it.
Wait, no.
David said I would say anything you want.
True,
and
true.
That's exactly what I just said. No, just kidding. $1 donation from, I guess that's Hentai Homie. He says, these two got more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. Dude, that's not my line. That's not my line.
That was a pretty good impression, I gotta say. I'm a big fan. Yeah, these two got more beef than a Philly cheesesteak going on there. Thank you very much for the big Hentai Homie.
2 codes left. 2 codes left.
Ooh,
Come
yeah,
on, guys.
only
Come
2
on.
codes.
Don't let Milkman be alone here. You've got 2 more codes. Oh, Flame Insane.
Flame
And we just
Insane.
need 1 more code to join along. Chrysalx and It's Audio and Velgaduere. Oh.
We got to give James a 9 out of 10 for effort on that one, at least.
Yeah.
You pronounced every word as hard as you could. But Fargo with the big 25. Thank you very much, Fargo, for redeeming the big code. We only got 1 more left. Whoever does it, I will thank you extra hard.
Uno.
and
There it is.
Wow.
Ty Arnold.
Thank you so much, Ty Arnold. You know, you might be a football head, but we like you here. Your money's still good here. Thank you very much for redeeming the big code.
You know what we should do? What we should do here on ICFC? We should make it so that whoever is the 5th last to donate gets like some free gift or something like that, because then everyone tries to donate as the 5th last, and it just kills the last few, codes right there.
True. You know, I feel like there's an argument to be made that, we really do appreciate the support, everybody. Like, the players really do obviously appreciate it. Give them something worth fighting for in the bracket every night. All of you should be very proud of yourselves. Big round of applause. Thanks so much for supporting the stream, because we don't got to do the stuff that James just said. We don't got to do all the big old raffles. What's up?
Did you hear that? Did you hear him?
The cat meow? I heard the cat meow. I see the cat. I see.
He just walked up here and was like, food, it's late. I should be eating food. This is Nathan. Bones,
Hi,
say
Nathan.
hi to Nathan.
How's it going, Nathan? Doing good? Co-commentator on the stream. We really appreciate it, because David's too much of a gamer. So, Nathan, I don't know if you're still in bracket, Nathan. I hope we can hang on to you for the rest of the night, because we really do need a 3rd commentator.
Nathan went 0-2, unfortunately.
Dang.
So he wasn't doing particularly well. So, hey, buddy.
Oh my God, it's okay. We may be having somebody else come in over the wire. They're coming in. They're catching the Metro train into the commentary booth. We are going to have, I think, another commentator joining us, because unfortunately, again, David's too much of a gamer. We don't know where he went. He's too busy e-honding somebody, making them...
I mean, maybe we should have gotten whoever's joining us right now to read that last donation, not me, right? We should have had him read that donation.
I'm ready to read it again, because I heard the Philly cheesesteak line.
Yes, that's what it was.
Can you give us a
right there.
take? Can you do one?
Is that
for
what
us?
it is? From Damn, I was gonna read the name too. I'm not gonna read it twice, but I saw the direct contribution. These 2 got more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Yay! It's everything I wanted and more.
Say the line, Bart. Yeah. I think I said that line at least 20 times a day at Anime Expo, and I loved every bit of it. So
I appreciate it.
What's
we
up,
do
homies?
have. How's it going, everybody? Vicious.
I will read Verizek's donation as well. He says, this one's for my homie Witch Metalia in the bracket, less than 3, aka Heart. Shoutouts to Witch Metalia.
Shut up.
Dude, no, we actually, like, one of my friends actually made a blog a long time ago called We Less Than 3 Kobe Bryant or something. Like, he actually called it that. So
Jesus Christ.
So
That's
now
the most
I always
boomer
say
thing I've
that
ever seen,
now.
man.
Less than 3.
That's some real, like, you're the man now dog, like, core humor. That is, like, ancient e-humor for sure. But Vicious, happy to have you on the show. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I feel like I was rushing on home and trying to figure out what was going on. And by home, I mean trying to turn on my computer, because I've been having a real busy day. But I will say this. I do appreciate Blue Catherine coming through with $1 direct contribution. Go for broke, triumph, or that's actually the James Chen line. He's going to have to say this one. I almost said the whole thing.
Go for broke, triumph or die.
Didn't you have something like that in, like, your commentary too? Like, you actually got to do some, like, Alpha 3 lines?
I did. And I always tell people that you wanted to do it too. They didn't let you. They only let the color commentator do it. So. Oh, dang. NuckleDu versus Reynald. Yo.
Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Big match.
Boy. Yeah, this is going to be a killer match here.
It's gonna be so exciting to see Reynald. You guys were kind of showcasing him a little bit earlier too. He's like one of the most versatile players that we could ask for. Plays a ton of fighting games, but this is the ultimate test, right? He's going up against Daddy Do.
Daddy Do Little here.
Actually,
Daddy Do a lot, I should say, because he is definitely dominating in a lot of these brackets.
Ooh, I'm very happy that I made it back for this. This is awesome. What a match.
Yeah.
What's up, Jeremy?
How you doing, man?
Hey, bub.
Oh.
You know, I do got to say, for those of you who don't, like, if you want to know, you know, this guy, Reynald, how tough could he be? The funniest clip I've ever seen in my entire life, if you've never seen it, is Reynald playing a match in tournament while an earthquake hit his house. And he's like, is that an earthquake? And he's like mid-combo, gets on the floor, still holding his stick, and finishes the whole combo and
Nice.
wins. Like, while the earthquake is, like, visibly shaking
I mean,
his house.
Let's go SoCal.
As good as he was in the game, I feel like his earthquake prevention or earthquake safety drill tech is poor. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I will say one of my favorite memories in the FGC was, I think it was a West Coast war zone. We're all sitting there and an earthquake hit hit Southern California, and you could tell everybody who didn't live in Southern California.
Yeah,
Because they were running around in circles like ants, and everyone from SoCal was like, whatever.
By the way, shout out to West Coast Warzone for like creating some of the first like millionaires in SoCal with the Dogecoin tournament. I just gotta say, man, what a crazy
People
time.
they're still rich after that.
Yeah, they definitely made more than the person who won
Looks
the
at
tournament.
news. Yeah. That's right.
That's so funny. Oh, wait, we've got some ICFC breaking news coming in. Vicious, you want to read it?
Ultra David refuses to give up.
Oh,
Winning over
boy. Oh,
Lucas
yeah?
2-0.
Are you implying, person who does the breaking news, whoever you may be, that I should be losing, but it's like unnatural that I'm not? Is that your implication?
Okay,
No, I think they just want you to do your job, right?
Yeah,
Do your
dude.
job.
Play any other day but Tuesday is what they're saying.
Do your job.
You know what's
Do your
funny?
job.
His dude only spent 1 bar in that last round, right? Like, theoretically, could have cashed out with level 3 and killed. But, like, man, this game, I feel like you have to be a little greedy about that stuff sometimes. Because, like, blowing all your meter and going into the last round with, like, 0 feels bad. Like,
I mean, it depends on if it kills or not. Like, sometimes you do what you have to do, no pun intended,
Gotta
right?
do
to
what
get
you
the
gotta
kill.
do.
If you don't think you're going to have, like, the optimal combo to kill off somebody. Because I feel like comebacks can definitely happen, especially if the person's now in hurt alert, right?
But look at this, Reynald. Oh, God, you got
That
it.
was close enough, but nothing else?
He didn't believe.
I
He
guess
didn't
not.
believe.
I'm surprised.
This is gonna hurt. Is this gonna kill? No. This is
No.
No,
It's not gonna kill.
not even close.
The biggest reason Reynald did this, I think, is to just pause the burnout. Like, wants to cash out all the damage.
It wasn't a dive kick, and that I think is gonna kill. That's a CA, friends. That
that's a
is
CA.
the game for NuckleDu, who spells it DU. And you know, you mentioned the pun of do versus do. You know who uses that more than absolutely anybody else is NuckleDu himself. That dude will type to you in DMs, and you're just talking about stuff, whatever it is, and rather than using the word DO, he will actually type DU.
I feel like
He
it
really-
autocorrects,
he really
right?
does that.
Like, his phone just
No, but-
autocorrects it, and he's
That's
just
so
like, you know
funny.
what? I'm just going to let it rock. I don't care.
I
Nobody
think he
has the
just
right.
does it, man.
Nobody has the right except for him. Uh-oh. All right. Well, so as we try to get this communication error fixed here, I have to bust out one of those classic James Chen old man trivia questions for you. What fighting game character actually has the quote, "Do your job"?
That's Spider-Man from Marvel vs. Capcom. Easy.
God, look at Jeremy.
Or actually,
dude.
Marvel vs. Street Fighter. Yeah.
No, it is
No,
Marvel
Marvel superhero. Let's take it all the way back.
superheroes.
Whatever.
Yeah,
My
look
bad.
at that.
He does the
Good
little
stuff.
hand thing. He goes, "Do your job." Yeah.
Dude,
Little
you are
cartoon
so
bubble.
fast with that, Vicious. I am
word.
so impressed. Seriously, dude.
I promise you guys, I play video games. Nobody believes it for some reason.
I just didn't think you were old enough for that game. You know?
I knew you were old enough for that game, but I didn't know that you played it like that, though. That's cool, man.
I played it a lot on PlayStation.
Nice,
awesome.
nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm happy.
Wow, dude, the OST in that game, phenomenal.
Yes.
No,
I do know that,
I'll
yeah.
go to ones for sure. Reynald getting bullied in the corner here right now. NuckleDu is up the big one. Dude, so unfortunate in that last game, though, that crouch heavy punch didn't work. Reynald really hard read that it would be a dive kick, right, with the timing that he did, but that is going to be a completion. Ow, that's a lot.
That's one of the biggest like challenges facing off against Cammy, right? Is like trying to at least anticipate the anti-air and what to do about it. Being able to change that trajectory up is so important. Too far out. A little bit for the
Dude, I've
continuation.
always said the ability, especially in a game like Street Fighter, the ability to change your jump arc is always going to be one of the most powerful tools.
Yes.
Which is why Cammy has just been so strong for so many games.
Oh yeah,
now.
you can even think about characters who don't even have the same type of dive kick, like Rufus, Yun, Yang, right? Those
Look,
three.
guys, I think grounded base footsies will always prevail. Let's look back
Oh
at some
my
Capcom
gosh.
Cup footage. I'm sure our homie Daigo's holding it down with the grounded base footsies. I don't think this is right.
Dude, and then of course in this game, there's a character. Can you believe it? He has a dive kick that he can do from jumping back. That if he EXs, he's plus on block.
I know.
Yeah.
Big jerks. Big jerk.
What is funny though about that, obviously it's such a powerful tool, but just God, you're deader than dead. GG.
Schmelted.
Bait.
Dang, NuckleDu, pretty good.
Lost in a schmelting accident, man.
Yeah.
And this has been fun to watch because it's so different than the first time that we saw Reynald on stream today, which was also in a JP versus Cammy match. And you could see how differently Du approached it. Just like much more active, much more effective. All of his hit confirms were there. His offense was great. And in the meantime, we got a lot for old James Chen.
I gotta do it. So David, you were not here the first time. You told the chat that I would say anything you want. So
Yeah.
anything you want. Anything you want. Anything you want.
Thanks,
There you
James.
go.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Appreciate it. Now, any
the
chance
hell
you could
just happened?
read? Any chance you could read the stuff that is on the screen?
Yes. So Nash says $10 for Ultra David's eventual tournament win.
Whoa.
I'll put $10 to that.
Whoa.
I think you can do it if you stop praising the sun for a game, but whatever.
Michael Dominic says, out of the corner, so smart. Or should I do that in commentary voice? Out of the corner, so smart.
Was that not commentary voice?
That's how you talk normally. Yeah, that was a normal voice.
I thought that was commentary
That's
voice.
true. That's true. I
sounded like
talk like
James.
this is my fake voice. This
Yeah.
is my actual speaking voice.
That's
like
what I've always said,
Star-Lord in Avengers.
Yeah, it does make it awkward when we go out to a restaurant and you're like ordering
I'll
that
have the
voice. Like, that is, yeah, that is a
extra
little awkward, but
chashu.
that's James. That's your real voice.
Exactly.
You have to do it. I feel like
Hentai homie says, mankind knew that they could not change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Man. I can
Hey,
see
who should
why.
I blame for you to misidentify hentai as hentai? Who's to blame for that?
I place all the blame on Vicious personally, but that's just
It sounds like James
I'll
has been
take it.
spending.
take it.
Let me put it like this: I know what James has been spending time doing. If that's where his mind went to in reading that name, thanks to Henty Homie.
Hey, David, go. No, he's got
I'm
it
not
right.
denying
All right,
it,
we
dude.
got it right.
I thought
You
That's
see it in
cool.
the-
what would hens
see
wear
it
for
in
their
the
job
denial?
interviews,
All good.
man? They'd
All
have a tie.
good.
They need a tie for their interviews, right?
One more, James.
Whoa! Are you kidding me? And then I gotta let Vicious do the other part.
No,
here.
I'll do the initial part so you can. Is this the alley for you? Ready? Hits them with the stop and bop.
What's a
Wow, that
stop and bop?
There you go.
It was like I was listening to the game. That's
I can't believe
incredible.
it. This is so weird. That's
I did that to
This
somebody
is
at AX because like the iBuy Power booth told me to do it. I did it to somebody while they hit the DI and they're like, "What the hell?" They turned around, they stopped playing. They're like, "Oh my god!"
That alley-oop, Vicious. How did you even think of doing that?
You know what?
Tim
I
Chan
forgot the line.
says,
Sorry.
okay, this is an inside joke. Animals are better than people unless you're Blanka. I don't know what that last part means.
Does that make you like better than both? Because like you're half beast, half human, right? Like I don't know. Does that work?
All
out
right,
for
I
you?
gotta
know,
go
a
play video
different
games. Have
animal.
fun, everybody.
Bye, David.
And the same beast.
Stop being so good.
David.
Local dive kick
Jesus.
champion Ultra David will not stop winning at Street Fighter 6. You know, what's so funny about, just talking about Blanka, we saw it earlier. What's funny about, obviously, jump back EX Blanka ball is very silly. I will all say that that is a dumb, powerful thing.
I think it's alright.
But we saw earlier, Flash got meaty DI'd, which actually smoked the EX Blanka ball on Wake Up, and that's 3 drive gauges right there, right? Because that's 1 for the DI, 2 for the Blanka ball. You're stuck on the wall taking damage, so like there is genuine risk to it in that department. You can get really exploded by people.
You must be a Blanka player, right? Because
not.
you are trying to do some Blanka downplaying, Blanka apologist here.
So anytime, to be fair, it's like I treat it like a dive kick now too. It's like anytime I see Blanka take off jumping backwards, I'm like, all right, he's gonna dive kick me. So I've been like trying to DI it, trying to like up kick it. So I played against Apology Man, and every time he attempted it, I've done nothing but uppercut every single time. Every single time. I'm like, dude, it's not affecting me anymore. Granted, I say that, then I'll play Men RD and I'm frozen in the water. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, I feel like. But
Dude,
when you get familiar with like what you're expecting in the air from Blanka and he's jumping back, it's like, all right, it alleviates a little bit of the mental stack. as you get used to it, though, right?
All of you Blanka apologists out there.
It's called playing the game, dude. I don't know. Like, I literally sat there and I thought about the risks behind it. It's like, okay, he's not going to be able to pursue that much afterwards, and he's spending bar. Like, I don't care. Like,
it's not apologists, it's cope. We're just like, this is what we have to do. This is what we've been dragged down and must do to beat this menace of a character.
Man.
I'm super down for it, brother.
All right. So, dude, best of Elon is like Mr. Moneybags right now. He got another donation in here, and he actually asked the question, no, for reals, what's a stop and bop? Is it kind of like a pop and lock?
I mean, it stops time, right? You kind of see like a little bit of the slowdown, and then it bops them after it goes all the way through. Like, that's what the drive impact is. It stops time for a bit, and then it bops them, right? I didn't write the line. I'm trying to back up for my homie Andrew, okay? He wrote the line. I'm just the guy who delivered it. But it sounds cool, I guess.
Dude,
you know?
I don't know how many of you in chat have experienced this, because I don't think, Vicious, you haven't played World Tour mode, right?
I've played it before you guys were even born, but I have not been able to like play extensively. No.
I have like never been maybe jump scared more in my life than when I got Vicious jump scared, because you just come on during one of the tournament matches in
Chapter
the beginning
8,
of it. Yeah, and I was just like going into it, and I just hear the stop and bop, and I'm like, word, what's going on? Like, it was out of nowhere.
I hopped into your Discord, I pinged you, I'm like, hey, dude, hop into this voice channel real quick here.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you something while you're playing.
Dude, you
surreal.
hopped and stopped and bopped,
That's
dude.
what it is, dude.
So funny.
I popped in, stopped
I still get kind of freaked out by some of like the Roombas that I don't see, because I'm always looking at the environment, and then the Roombas come out of nowhere and hit me. I'm like, what the hell hit me?
Oh,
so.
Dude, I saw a really good video earlier of someone just having a great time in World Tour mode, where there was like two of the full size ovens that have like the vacuum attack, and there was just like one would suck them in and spit them out, and then the next would suck them in and spit them out. There was a perfect sync for like a full minute, and this person was just on cloud 9 having the best time. World Tour mode is a wonderful thing.
Dude, like, I honestly, Olaf, my tenant, he has played so much World Tour. He's speedrunned World Tour before, and he's actually beaten the whole thing in like a little over 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with that mode, dude.
He was definitely doing old man shaking fists at the clouds moment when he was like, I can't believe there's missable items. Like, damn you, missable items. And I'm just like, dude, you're a nut. Like, the fact that you're going through how many times, like how many World Tour modes over and over again just to get some of these like missable items is phenomenal.
So the only item he says that he thinks is missable is the necktie bandanas that you can get on the first time you enter the subway, is what he told me. That's the only items. They cannot find another place that you can get that item. So
good intel from the World Tour expert. I gotta say, by the way, we're seeing something very beautiful here, everybody. We're seeing Ultra David in his natural environment playing in his tournament match with very rare footage. We're seeing full focus, full in there in the zone, trying to get Edmund Honda on somebody. Very exciting stuff, Vicious. What do you have to say about it?
This is the first time I've actually encountered him with his glasses on. It's the first time ever. Enhancing the spectacles.
He's not.
Logan's gonna be so mad right now.
I was trying to keep it Australian. That wasn't even like.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was trying to.
That wasn't. Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, no, if you're doing nature documentary, that's not... we're watching a dude get JP'd live. Oh, no, that's what that is. That's, you're seeing a little bit of the furrow in the brow. There's a little bit of intensity in the glare. That's someone who's fighting JP.
It's actually 100%. A good question. Where do we have the bracket here? We need to find the bracket.
Exclamation mark bracket for everybody that's been tuning along, by the way, on Sajam's channel. I think Solid Bones also is streaming. I'm also streaming it. David, James... If you guys haven't done so already, if you want to check out like the match Reno, obviously, very much so appreciated. But exclamation mark bracket to keep up with everything that's been going down. We've had a handful of like really, really solid matches even before we've gotten into like the top 16 or top 8. So it's been very, very exciting thus far. Even like over the folks with the ICFC EU, Asia coming up after this, everything's been like super nonstop. And I kind of like really appreciate this current era of the FGC. We have such intense online locals at like every day of the week, and on top of that, the technology for all of the characters, like every single strategy has been evolving like day after day, week after week, dude. I think it's the fastest rate of growth I've seen since being in the FGC. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, the way that people are playing this game right now feels like every other game like after 6 months. Yeah. Like the amount of tech that people are fighting and how solid they are. I mean, look, some people might have actually been playing the game for a little over 6 months.
I don't know what you're talking about, James. You know, I've never heard of that before in my life. But no, I mean, I hear what you're saying, right? People are dang good at this here video game in terms of like they're already figuring out these offensive game plans. The thing I'm most interested to see develop, because defense always comes second, right? Whether you're just starting out or you're like a top player, really being able to defend against how people pressure you is the thing that people develop over time. So genuinely, I'm interested to see like how many perfect parries are we going to see on average in like a top set in this game? How many like DIs through like buffers that they make hard reads on? Or is it just going to be more of a block, try to parry to reduce a drive game damage game? I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that everyone always says, man, once the game gets further along, people are gonna perfect parry everything. I actually don't agree with that because it's a 2-frame window, right? I mean,
I'm slowly starting to see it in different situations where it comes off of like reads and whatnot, right? I would hope so. I would hope that we kind of like see that more often, at least today, because we'll get more highlights like these. Boom, what a segue. We do have the highlights coming in from ICFC, but I do want to harp on that later, James. So please pin that for later. Let's take a look at some of the highlights we had from Needless MZA coming in from EU.
Yeah, of course, ICFC going with the EU, then NA, then Asia later on tonight. So if you just keep your browser tuned in here and watching all day, you can see all sorts of action from around the world thanks to the beautiful netcode and thanks to the tireless work from all of the production staff.
The
Needless,
Optimal stuff from Needless.
Oh, it's your boy. It's Blanka.
Oh, no, he didn't Amazon River run far enough. Oh, my God. The HTTP burned out. Hold up. We're now Burnout Gaming. Dude, Burnout Gaming is my favorite state of this game. It's just two people being like, help.
I keep thinking of the driving game when you say it that way. Burnout Gaming. I'm like, dude, I love that racing game.
Dude, yeah, but we're not talking about Burnout Paradise. We're talking about Burnout Hell. Like,
and
we are
don't
stuck.
forget,
it was so
don't forget
good,
about cameraman, right? He's Burnout Fighter. So he predicted this early on.
No, that's not cameraman.
That's not cameraman?
Burnout Fighter is
you're right. He's
from Australia.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I got them confused. But yes, Burnout Fighter from Australia. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, but he was in SoCal. He was a resident of SoCal for a little bit too. He's been everywhere, actually.
Oh, is this gonna be EX electricity or something to get it going?
Yeah, you have so much
time. Oh, that's actually so weird. They got hit, and then the drive impact still connected, and it was the juiced up drive impact because it absorbed it already, so it still got the big slowdown. Gonna be the big old level 3. What's gonna happen afterwards? But dude, random, big fan.
I like Excuses too. Excuses has been like on a tirade to kind of like body everybody. He's like, you guys don't even know, man. Like I'm about the streets. Like I'm just as good as like everybody else, and he really is. But in this moment, maybe not.
You know, and I might have just said random big fan, but I see that their club is Vega and Street Fighter 6. Please, no longer a big fan. I rescind my fan resignation in this. We got Foo Fighters here, Bird Bricktarium.
I love this name, Foo Fighters. It's great.
What do you guys? I mean, I feel like Manon is one of the most like split on what people think of this character. Is she super good or is she not strong? You know, it's really, I feel like I get the most divisive talk about that character.
I mean, I don't know about you, Vicious, but like, I feel like if I sit down and really try to be like, all right, everybody, ordered, here's my tier list, like, I'm gonna jump out a window later on the same day. Like, I can't bring myself
That's
to
like
do
your,
it.
it's your final note. It's just gonna be like, here's my tier list. Bye bye.
Like, bye, see you, everybody. Because like, I don't know, all the characters seem pretty strong right now. Like, to me, obviously, some seem a little, I think, more ease of access in terms of how their pressure equates immediately into victory. I think Manon seems really good. I think in like dangerous hands, Manon has proven that she can totally go the distance.
I feel like in those same hands, you could use any other character, though. Like, that would be, like, always the argument. It's like, why use those hands to play a Manon? Why not use, like, a Guile or, like, a Ken or a Jury, right? But I'm thinking about it, like, on paper. I don't know where to put her. I feel like she's just, like, a mid-level character. I don't know, like depending on what her meta level is, that's always going to be like part of the conversation, whether or not she's going to be like super good. I just think she's going to be like a huge threat if she gets a command grab, but that's it's always going to be a guess. But like you're talking about like her normals and her kit in general, and maybe a cat knocking something down, who knows. But
no, that's fireworks outside my window. It's definitely fireworks out there.
You have a brand new cat named Fireworks? That's crazy. Hello. All right, so yeah, I think Reynald right now.
Oh wait, confirming to level 2. Wait, what's gonna happen here? Oh my god, this is so scary. Zeuxis is still burned out. Brictarium's got 2.
Is that how you say the name? I never knew how to say his name.
I threw my hat in the ring there, brother.
I always say it's just like shooses.
I thought it was excuses.
Oh, you guys are opening my mind. I thought it was Zeus's as well. I have no idea, I guess.
I said shoe because of like Chinese stuff, but
sure.
I don't.
Yeah,
might not even be Chinese. Actually,
there's some other languages in the West that have the same use of that letter for the sh sound. So could be, totally could be. I don't know, man.
EU team has apparently been saying Zeus's.
Okay.
Zeus's. Yeah, great. That's what I thought.
Zeus's.
Okay.
Really glad to see Suleiman here doing really well with this Kimberly here again. I think this character is fantastic. She's the most fun that I've had in a long time.
She's super cool, dude. I agree. Very interesting character.
Yeah.
No doubt. Dude, random all the way in the big grand finals here against Red Menace. What's going on over there in the EU? We got a Manon and a Blanka in grand finals. Y'all live like this?
Yo, hell faked me out. I was like, is it Red Menace or Real Menace? I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Dude, it can look like Red Menace, actually.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like Red Venom? No, it's Red Menace. Oh, okay.
There's a big red Blanka, so my brain just made the connection.
Well, I mean, dude,
so
it
Random
looks
has
like
won
red.
2 ICFCs, I believe. Right?
That should be right, yeah.
Yeah, two of the EU ICFCs, pretty good.
So
and there's obviously a lot of very strong players.
winning. So we were just talking about, I mean, where do you think Manon stands in terms of like strength right now, David? Obviously, we don't have to talk tier list kind of stuff, but do you feel like she's like one of those super threat characters? I hear everything about this character.
Look, I mean, as Bones was saying, like, it's early, things will change. All of our conjecture now is just like fun temporary conjecture that will absolutely be wrong about. So with that caveat, I think it's fun to like be like, well, where are things now and where might they go? It's like a fun exercise, even if it's right. I would say I think Manon is on the lower end personally. I feel like she doesn't have the neutral skips and the defense that many of the strong characters have, in my opinion. She can totally win. Obviously, she's fine. She can do it. But in this game where I feel like almost every character has a lot of very strong stuff, I'm not sure that her strong stuff keeps up with the strong stuff that other characters have. Right. That's all.
I mean, look, I am the biggest, like, down. Like, I am the most down on Zangief out of everybody on the planet. And even I think Zangief can win. So.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mean to imply. Obviously, I am talking about Geef when I say I almost all the characters. But that said, he's got some strong stuff. Anyway, please enjoy your matches. I have to go play Bryan-D in losers. So.
Jesus.
Good luck, Ultra David.
Good old
that means David. That means he actually beat Dark Raz from Brazil, the JP player. That's impressive.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. At the end of game 1, I could have killed it if I had done a combo, and I didn't. I'm sorry, game 2.
You're gonna have to say your own breaking news, man. You have to do it.
I'm sorry.
You beat Dark Raz 2-1.
You continue on to the tournament, taking down Dark Raz 2-1 in the tournament.
It's true.
Man.
It's true. All right, I'll see you guys later.
And
anyway, hold up,
YJK.
everybody. Yeah, YJK, but also you see what Soul is playing right now, James?
Yeah.
That was so disapproving, Vicious.
Oh no, I love it. I think it's just it's something that he's been doing the entire time. It's like modern whatever player. Like he plays between Luke and Ryu since the beginning. And Solvng, he's no slouch, man. He's been Capcom Cup competitor also in 5. So.
Oh, I didn't even notice the modern until you pointed it out there. Yeah, okay.
He's been using this character, I think, for the last 2 weeks now, I think, for ICFC. Or it could have been Luke last week, and then 2 weeks before it was Ryu. But whatever it is, it's been modern.
Luke is definitely one of the best modern characters, I think, because he was kind of built for it, to be honest with you. But look at this. YJK goes into the level 3. This is definitely going to kill.
That looked like some NorCal tech if I ever seen it. That was 6 months in the making. That was beautifully done.
Yeah, and like you were saying, kind of built for it. Yeah, for sure, right? I mean, Luca's definitely the Street Fighter 6. How can we make this man work in the engine of this video game, man?
Yeah.
But like, also, yeah, he just like has a lot of his stuff still in modern and can still do like almost everything he has. Ooh, nice That's probably the best thing to do there, because I think anything else you're risking hitting them in a not a punishing way when they hit the ground.
Perhaps. I kind of want to test it out myself if Luke would be able to get like maybe a crouching medium punch to get like a whole flash knuckle sequence going. Yeah.
I almost wonder if
that's
I
too
could have pressed
close,
that advantage. Oh, wasn't able, but why did he burn itself out?
Yeah, YJK burns himself out here.
That was crazy. What? He interrupted the DI with a throw at the right minute, the right second. I mean,
I'm so jealous of people who have reactions to DIs, dude. Like, seriously.
I think that was kind of just lucky. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I think they were just doing it. Yeah. No, I don't know if that was totally a reaction.
Dude, you have come on, give him the credit, man. Give him the credit.
You're not right. I'm so sorry. They're so nasty. You know, that is genuinely talking about modern. A big thing about it is just that you have less buttons to worry about, right? So like there is kind of something to be said that your DI button, even if it's on hit stick or hitbox or on pad, it's like almost a little more accessible. Like it's gonna be right there. Like so, I feel like in some ways it can kind of help with that. But YJK is now in full Kimberly mode in the corner. That's plus 700,000. Will they spend? No. Spray can.
Damn, it's as many entrants as Evo for Street Fighter 6? That's crazy.
I mean, are we not certain that that Street Fighter is what's over 9,000?
It is. It's definitely. It's got to be Street Fighter, right? That's over.
Right. It's not the whole tournament. It's actually just Street Fighter itself.
Oh snap!
Oh no! Oh no!
I loved one for that too. Help! The overhead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big donking overhead. Oh, mashing on wake up. A true Kim player.
What a backdash! Get away from that throw, but unfortunately, Solvng
double dash. What is happening?
Oh, that was a trade. That was a trade. I thought that was going to be a clean combo. But here we go. Can setup. Yep, you got to hold that.
Vicious. That double dash was really like, well, I can't beat you up in burnout unless I beat you up.
He was ready!
Damn. You know what that was? It's modern controls, baby.
Controls, baby.
Modernized warrior.
Hi, everybody.
Memphis controls, dude. That's what it stands for.
Welcome to ICFC. We bring you modern problems, and we've got modern solutions. But we got them here. It's going to tie it up 1-to-1. Soul is. That is genuinely, two big things you get from being a modern, man. You get the easy DPs, and that super's coming. Like, it is so easy to input that last second there.
No doubt.
Showing the strength there.
I mean, honestly, that's the biggest advantage of modern, really, is the access to supers instantly. Is clearly, like, the best part about it. Oof, nice. Does he go back in? Nope, just runs in.
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to see develop more. Instead of like the meta with applying perfect parries between strings or whatever, I want to see more modern players kind of like take down some of the classic players. I want that madness, no offense.
Well, you know what's funny? And I was talking about this earlier. I don't know how many of you... Oh, that's too bad. A lot of Kim's neutral approach options can be pretty weak to neutral jumps in general. Yes. It's like she can't really just turn her brain off and blast at you with stuff like that.
Oh, he tried to be modern controls. You tried to be modern.
No. That was an input. That was an input mistake for sure. Got a little bit of an overlap and got the super. That's unfortunate. It's mad unfortunate.
Dude, accidentally getting supers is seriously one of the baddest feelings in terms of like, I'm not getting that back. Like, that was what I had.
It happens a lot in this game too, man, because that input buffer window is something. Let me tell you.
I was talking earlier, though, Vicious, right before you got here, just talking about modern. Something that's really important that those of you don't know is that characters are not made equal in terms of what they have or what they lose, right? And the biggest, funniest one, for those of you who don't know, is that Jamie loses his 4-frame if he goes to modern. He just doesn't have it, which is pretty bad. Like, that's not a nice thing to lack.
Does that mean he doesn't have access to, like, target combo?
His target combo was 5 framing.
Oh snap! No, I mean just like I wanted to see if there was a way to like. Oh boy,
is that it? That's a CA, right? Yeah. Dead.
No,
actually, that was modern input. I think.
You're right. Otherwise. You're right. I forgot about the modern. I forgot about the 80% on modern. Good call.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what that was. Yeah, but his Jamie's target combo is the 5-frame jab. So he just, for some reason, because for most characters, they have both their crouching light kick and like crouching jab. Jamie only has his crouch light kick. It's his.
So if you hold assist, do you know what button
you get crouch light kick? If you press crouching light, you get crouching light kick. It's the same button for some reason.
What?
I don't know. So he just doesn't have his jab, which is like so fundamentally important to the character, where his main pressure tool leaves him +1 in your face. He then can't press you after that.
That's kind of weak. Oh, man.
It's kind of, I mean, like a lot of people talk about modern Zangief, but he loses his crouching medium kick, which I think is huge. That's a huge button to lose for Zangief.
I haven't seen a single ranked master Zangief use that button ever. It's always been sweep.
Yeah, right.
that button doesn't exist. But I get throwing it out there to make you confused. It's like, oh, is this medium kick or is this sweep? It looks kind of similar, except his sweep, he's showing you his butt. So
yeah,
dude, sweep. I was saying this earlier, but I'm so glad sweeps are usable in this game. Like not just the big giant hard call or the V-trigger activation button, you know?
Kimberly's sweep is definitely one of them. That thing is such a buster. I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, I use Kimberly. That's probably one of the reasons why I love the fact that you can use sweeps, right?
I can't wait to level 1 your ass with the punish counter as DJ, brother, because I hate that sweep. I specifically put her sweep and Ken's sweep in the lab for like ever, because I'm like, I've lost tournament because of that. Some guy just kept sweeping me all over. I'm like, dude, this has to be punishable somehow.
I gotta say, I get so upset. I think DJ's level 1 super is like my favorite super in the game.
Yeah.
It's just the most violent, just get back, baby, like cannon kick.
Yeah.
And I always get so upset when people, you know, not saying anybody, but let's just say there's some dudes out there, big YouTubers, who say that one-hit supers are lame. And I cannot disagree with anything more in my life. I love one-hit supers. When they just go, I'm going to hit you really hard. Boom! It's like, hell yeah. Like, dude, Balrog in CVS2, Balrog in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah!
1. These are perfect supers.
Hell
I will
yeah.
not be convinced otherwise. Like,
how do you think One Punch Man was created, man? Off of that. people love that show, dude. Same exact concept.
That's how you were created, Jeremy?
Exactly it, man.
Right.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10 kilometer run every day.
Exactly. It's all for the one-hit supers. It's all the wind-up. It's them just going like, Balrog,
you know it's coming.
Get the full takedown, and then it's just a big punch, bionic arms, the big scream. Dude,
man,
bionic arms.
Gigaton Punch in CVS2 for Balrog was the most like scary thing I've ever seen. Like when I saw it for the first time, I'm like, it did how much damage? I don't want to do this.
All you have to do is just talk to me and Jeremy about turnaround punches that we saw at SCR.
Oh my god! And I still remember to this day the interview I had with Javi that day, and he was like, "You know what? I was charging it the whole time." And I was like, "I believe you." Like he was charging it from the round prior. He just never let go. That's crazy.
Yep.
Dude, I still always think about Naj's her drop kick in KOF 14, where it was her turnaround punch, but it was just so belligerently strong, and you only had to hold one button for it. And I think it was like when 60 seconds were on the clock, that's when she had it, like full charge, and she could like kill you off of it. So like every Naj was just holding tap because she could confirm it off of anything, and then she would just go like light, boom, and just blast you across the screen. Funniest stuff I've ever seen. But dude, one-hit supers are the coolest, and I won't be convinced otherwise. Like, get back, baby!
It's so cool, man. Getting that as a punch counter, you kind of see him in a crumble state. Like that's pretty anime. Like I like the blowback animation, but when he hits you so hard, you like lose your breath. You're like, and you get on your knees, dude. I don't know, man. It's so cool.
Fortunately, it has no invul, right? That's the downside to DJ's level 1. One of the only ones that doesn't have.
Or is it? You know how many trades we can get off of that bad boy? It's sick.
Yeah, right?
That's true. That's true. Like
you know what's funny about that?
Mono versus Fireball tech out there. Yeah.
What's funny about the crumple is that you know what a combo you can do then? You can do another one. You can just do level 1, level 1.
You can.
If it's going to kill, you can just laugh all the way to the bank.
Yeah,
That's my favorite combo in this video game.
What I do is just to kind of be a jerk about it, I would drive rush forward and then do it again.
Yeah. That's true DJ Gate. That's the baby.
Yeah, that is ultra baby. That's David's alter ego right there.
Oh, hello.
There he is.
Oh, David is back.
Hi, I'm back. Wow, check it out. From the 3 to the 4, just like that. We haven't played yet. CFN is being weird.
So you were just hanging out, huh? You just didn't want to commentate with us? Don't worry about it.
But essentially, yes. We've been waiting for CFN. Unfortunately, everybody else is having the same problem at this moment. Brian invited me. I couldn't get into his room. Then I invited him. He couldn't get into my room. So we're just trying to make it work right now, but everybody else is having the same problem
Well,
at this
I
match,
mean,
so.
we did have some breaking news. I don't know if you were able to catch it. Can we get it one more time, producer man? There it is. All right, I just want to make sure.
I got. Oh no, I've been got.
You weren't even like curious as to why we were so like quiet about it, because normally we would kind of just ramble on as we get ready for like the breaking news.
Hang on.
I can't believe I got. You guys know me to a T.
I just want to say, as the person who has commentated next to David the most, he smells immaculate. Okay, every time I sat next to him, I would put my nose into his face and just be like,
Don't tell us about the sniffers, James.
We don't
don't need it. We're good.
We don't want to know.
Put the sniffer away.
That guy's built like a swamp. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, let's take a look at the bounty board. I feel like I don't even know what has been crossed out since the last time, but I will tell you what is available, right? We have the beta commentator on stream, so David is probably going to be the most susceptible here for this week's NA ICFC. Win the final round of a match with timeout, be the 6th player to win a mirror match on stream, land 5 command grabs in a row on stream. Man, that would be pretty impressive. Have an opponent go into burnout 8 times in 1 2 out of 3 set. I feel like that's kind of difficult.
You're kind of asking for their cooperation on that one.
Yeah. You gotta have to split the shirt every other weekend, right? Win a match with 1 second left on the timer, and then win a game where a double KO occurs. I feel like out of all of these, which one would be the most doable? I'm gonna start with James.
well, first of all, I just want to say, if we had to share a shirt, you would want to share that with David, because he smells immaculate. I'm just
smells
saying,
like an
dude.
ogre. It's swampy. Hell no.
The second Michael Myers movie you referenced tonight, Vicious.
I'm sorry, I can't help it, dude.
I mean, I think win a game where a double KO occurs has got to be the easiest one out of all these here, right?
Yeah.
Because no one's beating Ultra David on stream. Let me tell you that. Okay.
Thanks,
He's
James.
too good.
What about you, Bones?
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm trying to split over the weekend. I'll ask the ICFC crew, like, hey, if I get this guy to burn himself out 8 times over the course of a 2 out of 3, like, can I get a shirt that says, like, I burned myself out 8 times over 1 set, and then the other person gets like an arrow pointing to it, like, I burned him out. Like, this way we can stand next to each other at amusement parks. I want that to happen, but that's the one I'd be targeting. David, which one do you think is most likely to happen?
It's a good question. I definitely think that the easiest one to do is beat a commentator on stream. The only thing that makes it hard is that there are like not that many of us. That's the only issue.
I couldn't join today. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Among these that remain, yeah, I think probably win a match with 1 second left seems like it's the most practical. Don't you think?
I would say win the final round of the match with timeout. I think you have the most. I think you have the most self-control in that match.
Yeah.
If you think you could kind of like set yourself up against somebody who you think like you would outskill, it really depends. But I think like you could kind of make that happen a little bit more than like the double KO or like maybe.
We figured out a way to play. Maybe we actually went into the battle hub and are doing non-CFN matches.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go try to make this work later.
Interesting. Oh,
Nice.
Okay. By the way, we're at $300 for the match Reno here. I know you guys have definitely done really well here. You had leftover from last week, so I know people out there definitely want to support. And are you not entertained, as I always ask for these matches here? If you are indeed entertained and want to give more prize money to the players here for competing week after week and giving you guys such wonderful matches, consider donating with a direct contribution. Thank you for everybody who have claimed all the codes already. And if you do contribute, whatever your comment is, I will read it. That is the rule. I will read whatever comment you put on there.
Yeah,
Can I just say, this is like one of the coolest things that we've seen kind of like throughout the years of being in the FGC, like match Reno contributions. Like just thinking about like the concept of that is pretty cool. I'm not trying to get on some like high level thinking here, but I will say this, like the fact that you guys are like in and out every week throwing in like contributions for not even just like the NA scene, but for EU as well as Asia. You guys are all phenomenal, man. It's such a crazy blessed FGC world we live in now, man.
Yeah, because it really, like, man, I mean, I don't need to say this to three, is, I mean, we've all been around the FGC since roughly the aughts. So, I mean, like, it is such a different vibe, I feel, in terms of, like, you know, the money, the people that, like, can use to kind of support the players, like, give them something to fight for. It warms the old cockles of me heart to do.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. That threw me off so bad. I'm like, the what now? That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
I mean, I don't want to bring the mood down here a little bit, but that does remind me. I would like to give a shout out, obviously, to the friends and family of Piano Densetsu, who just passed away from cancer, battling cancer for so long. He's an awesome guy. All the stories that I've read about him, very talented piano player. I've definitely, you know, he's rated my stream. I've rated his stream a bunch of times and everything. And it's always hard when we lose someone from our scene, and especially someone, like I said, who has had just so much great things said about him. So shout outs once again to his whole family. I know they have a GoFundMe set up to help cover a lot of the medical costs and such. But again, you know, thoughts and prayers to all of his close friends and family. So
yeah, I think he's been, like, every time I've seen him at, like, any sort of, like, Midwest event, I think I met him at a Red Bull event, he was always been, like, the most upstanding dude, and he will also beat you down with a smile. He had the tech, man. He was actually one of the strongest players one of the strongest Sagat players I've ever played against. So I mean, he was the real deal.
Yeah, shout outs to him. I hope everyone is doing well. If you can, go support the GoFundMe. Shout outs again to them for what it's worth. I'm seeing David lean back in his chair and contemplate his entire existence right now. None of you can see this. This is secret info that we have as a commentator. That was really something to watch. But anyway, sorry. We do have NuckleDu here going up against Jochy, representing the Big Ten. The double Florida match. That is, you know, average Guile round. You're burned out. He's got full drive gauge. This is just life.
So that's a different Jochy than originally from the VR, right?
Whoa. Yeah, Jochy.
Wait,
yeah.
Did you all see that? Sorry, Jochy. I'm so bad at this.
No,
did
you're good.
See that ICFC breaking news just coming in is that Flashmetroid was eliminated by Sundowner, local TO for ICFC 2-1.
Damn.
Yeah, and it is Jochy. Okay, it is.
Yeah, it is Jochy.
Sorry.
And also, shout outs to our boy IFC Yipes for the 4,000 man raid. They just finished the can opener over there.
Let's go.
Once again, shout outs to all of you guys coming over here. Hope you guys are ready to enjoy some more amazing Street Fighter 6 action.
Yeah, him and his beloved Lee Chung, dude, we were listening to him a little bit earlier, man. These guys, it doesn't stop with Yipes and Lee Chung. It's so funny every single time.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much for the big raid. You know, I think I said this last time, but literally every time I go to a major, if Yipes sees me from halfway across the venue, he just screams. He just screams at me. He says, "I see you, boom." So now it's my turn to say, "I see you, Yipes." Thanks so much for the big raids. Hope everyone's doing good. That is going to be a big level 3. This is going to do quite a bit of drive damage to NuckleDu and also get that corner positioning. What's the pressure? Throw. Street Fighter 6.
Do it again. Oh, you're burnt out afterwards.
Dude, I love.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Never mind. Didn't even need it.
the pose of the other guy getting hit by Ken's level 3 when it's not the critical art. I just love the position that they're in because they're just like, ah! It's so great. Yeah, Jochy taking one game over NuckleDu. Both of them in Florida now, so. Oof. Oh, baited.
I'm surprised that went straight through the Sonic Blade, like the whole thing. Like, that thing's pretty wide.
Oh, and speaking of Sonic Blade, using it as a setup over there.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how many invulnerable flames. Hello, that still counts. Frames the ODDP has from Ken, right?
Ken is very known for his invulnerable flames. It's
that counts.
You know, he actually is, though.
Dude,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did you see? That was not a good spot for our hero Jochy. That was NuckleDu was gonna EX flash kick. It was just a matter of if you walked around him or jumped, and that's a big confirm though.
Damn. I love the punish on the
and
fireball.
NuckleDu.
I like that. Double DI. You on the other side, perhaps? No, he's just going to take a damage. It's gonna be fine.
Yipes! What's going on?
Do it again. You cannot jump on this man. He has been clinically and masterfully trained to protect the skies.
Dude,
No
EX Sonic Cross is a laser beam. It is just, that is a Counter-Strike hit scan gun. It just blasts you. It's crazy.
Don't even
David,
try
you
to
David? David, you're back. Yes.
I am back. Yeah, we were able to play through Battle Hub. Guys, I dropped the game-winning combo. No.
Oh!
Anyway, GG's. It was very fun.
Burned himself out with that drive reversal, but it pays off in the end. NuckleDu ties it up 1-1.
You know what's interesting about that, James? I don't know if you noticed. I think he was going to get burned out anyway. I think he was about to get burned out from blocking the next thing. So he was like, dude, if I'm going to burn out, I might as well drive reversal and just get him off. Which is actually really smart decision making.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you might as well take it under your own, control. Obviously, you have to be careful because that thing is super punishable on block, but still.
-8.
Yeah.
I think off of a crazy kick, it's guaranteed. I could be wrong because he saw the crazy kick block and then he did it.
Right.
I think it's always going to punish it, even if Ken doesn't do a follow-up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh no, what was that? But it doesn't matter. He still keeps the pressure going, and then NuckleDu just walks and jumps out of there. Yeah, now you got to deal with this in burnout. Crazy kicks and burnout are a problem.
Yeah, some of those are just punishable, as you were saying before, whether Ken does the follow-up or not, when you're not in Burnout. But then in Burnout, some of them are still punishable, but, it's hard. It's hard.
You just have to hold it. You can't use, the jab option select most of the time.
Yeah.
If they end it in, the short, because there's just too much blocks there now.
My favorite option to like to do, because I'm lazy, is just the EXDP after they block a crazy kick. Because if it's the light one, it always punishes for most characters
Correct,
if he's
yeah.
too close.
Yeah.
Which is just a pretty easy thing to do. In case you're just getting chewed up by crazy kicks over there in rank. Might as well try it.
Yeah. There are answers. You just have to sit there and work it out.
NuckleDu hopped forward with the knee.
It's kind of funny. Did you see Jochy try to whiff punish a normal by walking up and then low forwarding? I feel like that low forward just by itself where it's at would have been just fine, no? From Jochy?
Maybe, yeah.
You can hear the fireworks going off outside my window, I think, right? So there's definitely
I thought that was the game.
Yeah, we're here in a realistic stage right next to the Eiffel Tower. This exists, by the way. Have you never been to Paris? That loop-de-loop up there? It's pretty cool. I've been there. It's pretty great.
Clearly actually there right next
Oh, yeah.
to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Paris is actually a huge amusement park. Most people don't know that.
You're saying it in a tone very confidently, and I'm starting to believe you there.
What that range was like?
That was nuts.
What was that?
That was
we're
like,
getting
I
the
guess
fancy
because his
stuff.
hands were out for the boom, right? He just had the extended hurt box, probably.
I gotta say, Ken's DI of all DIs in this game is a little deceptive. He really punches. Like, his arm
Big punch.
goes out there.
Dude, Ken's range on everything is ridiculous in this game, dude. Standing medium kick, standing heavy punch is an affront to humanity, I swear.
It's pretty good, no doubt. Oh!
Okay.
Versus the
Trying to
burned
get
out
him
Jochy.
chipped.
Very, very
Trying
tough
to
to
chip.
avoid this.
Look at
Yeah.
all the chip damage.
Damn, he ate all of that?
Oh, we
Oh, he's hella dead.
Oh, unfortunate way to go out.
Dude, walking into that fireball was the end right there.
Yeah, that was tough. Tough way to go out. Great match otherwise.
Yeah,
Shout
went
out to
down
Jochy. Love to see Jochy there. Jochy from Florida, I guess now it says. Interesting. I had
Yeah, he
not
moved up.
known that he moved. Cool. Good to know.
A lot of the DR guys coming over here to the States, right? Obviously, Mena RD now in Massachusetts.
Yeah, man, I want the Massachusetts takeover, dude. I want to see all of them come up and kind of revamp the NA. Like, it's exciting to me. I'd much rather see that kind of strength, help the rest of the NAC now, because I do not want to fall behind in this Street Fighter race in regards to EU or Asia, right?
Yeah.
So
I hear
the
you.
more the merrier.
Boston is an area that I feel like should have had the craziest FGC.
Good
scene
news,
for a
everybody.
long time.
ICFC breaking news came in. I'm happy to inform everybody. that
Bryan-D
the
brought
pool-
it's
Bryan-D showed up with a deodorant. The pool now smells better. Ultra David has been knocked out by Bryan-D at the very end. Thank you very
But
much,
what that
Bryan-D.
breaking news doesn't tell you is that at the end of game 1, I had the hit confirm into the combo, and I did hands, and somehow I did hands into level 3, but it was a link somehow instead of a cancel, even though I was mashing for my life. I don't know. I'm going to go back and look at the replay later because I am suspicious. I'm suspicious, everybody, but the 2-0
Brian-
doesn't tell you that. However, it still nevertheless is a 2-0. So good job to Brian.
Now, can we update the bracket to be the 2-0 close, though? Can we put that in for our homie David?
The second game wasn't quite as close, I'll be honest, but game 1 was close.
It was a close 2-0.
It was 2-0.
Got it, David.
There
It was a close. It was
John, thank you very
2-0, but
much,
it was
Seth.
close. There you go.
Nice work, Davey G. Alrighty.
Thank you for humoring me.
I'm telling you, man, if we ever play a set with David, he's going to take it out on us. Remember that one time you clowned on me 0-2, huh?
I can't believe everybody.
You're
GG's.
doing great work there, David.
Thanks, man. So that's pretty far into that bracket.
Man. You're entering. You're doing better than the rest of us. So let's just put it that way.
I had an excuse. I enter every other week. All right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. It's fun. I mean, it's you're hanging out, right? You have a good time. I don't know.
Dude,
244 people entered today. So.
You learn so many different things from playing other people. What I did learn is that Lunon is trying to hit me up with something. Vicious got angry last time I left this blank. That is correct, but I will never ever be angry at you truly for giving a direct contribution. I appreciate you, Lunon. Good looking out, man. That's all I got. Why'd you guys get so quiet? What the?
Hey, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I thought there was going to be more, but that's cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think Capcom just unplugged the servers.
Wow.
I think they might be
Are
down
we
for
baboned?
maintenance. Oh no.
CFN's down. Is that the same for Battle Hub? Because Brian and I had to play in Battle Hub and it did work. Sometimes that's the solution. Other times they just shut it all down. It's not going to work regardless. I guess we will find out. We won't sit here forever, but we'll wait a while. We'll wait a while.
Also, I will say for the chat there real quick, yes, I am Ultra David and James Chen's son. Thank you very much for being here. This is my first night on commentary. Vicious is my godfather. This is a whole family operation for ICFC. So
you were designed in a lab. That's how James and I were able to produce offspring, and that lab was specifically for commentary. So I think your first day is going great. But you were built for it. You were bred for it. So who's surprised?
We literally combined you for this, so I'm glad that you're performing up to par. My name is Bones, for the record, everybody, in case you're part of the 4,000-man Yipes raid, you haven't seen me. I gotta say, first of all, thanks everybody very much for watching. I hope you've all been having a lot of fun seeing these really cool matches. But you know what's funny? A little funny story for all of you. I don't know if David, you and James remember, but a million years ago, I was on the Evo pre-show, and I commentated the Strive match that was on that when they announced that Strive was on. And one of my buddies linked me that you were watching it on Ultra Chen. And David said, "Oh, that's Bones. I know him." And then James says, "I'm not familiar with Bones." And then here we are, James. We're commenting ICFC together.
Got him. It's all full circle.
Look,
I'm happy.
Honestly, I still don't know who you are. Man.
That's true. We've seen each other like 6 times in person.
Hey, ICFC guy, I gotta go. It's gotten real hostile in a matter of 10 seconds. I was over here looking at updates for Street Fighter and seeing CFN and what the status is. Then I just heard nothing but hostilities. I still don't know. It doesn't matter what your name is. That's what I heard. So I'm gonna have to peace out. You guys have a
What's up, Yipes? Thanks for hanging out. Hey, you know what? While we're waiting here, you know what else is going on?
What?
Merchandise.
Oh my
Merchandise is
God.
happening, and I bet that production will be able to show the merchandise. There it is, officially licensed merchandise. Brought to you by Tenno. Yeah, honestly, we got a lot of great stuff. I'm wearing one of the shirts today. So is James. I have a bunch of this stuff. That Mokujin sweatshirt I love. I have the yellow dog shirt. Yeah, I love that one. I really want the red windbreaker, but I can't take all the stuff that we got. We were supposed to sell some of those, it turns out. So check them out at 10-0.gg/merch. There are lots of great things, lots more than this too. A lot of other things that we have going on. It's all designed by FGC folks. We have a lot of endemic folks who we use as artists in the scene, and all officially licensed as well. It's a big part of how we can do the ICFC every week in 3 different continents. Effectively, not 3 continents anymore. This is a worldwide shindig that we're doing. So please check it out at 10-0.gg/merch.
Do they still have any tasty beads available?
I mean, if they don't, I'll make sure that you can get one, James.
I bought
Awesome.
one extra just in case someone else needed it if they didn't happen to catch it at like a combo breaker. So if you actually want it, James, I will definitely hook you up. You just let me know.
I have tasty beads. I have tasty.
Okay.
I just have to. I have
have
to
two of
remember where they are because I bring them with me to a lot of the events because I try to
Same.
wear them on the events. So
Yeah, I wear them everywhere. Like at least for the big FGC events I went to, I wore them for combo breaker as well. But like there are some what's really cool about like the 10-0 merch shop is that you also get some of the exclusive items in like the in-person events. Like I happened to catch the 100 yen insert coin at the Evo last year, and I don't think I've ever really seen that on the merch website since then. So it's like you get some really cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's
wow,
like,
there's oh, go on.
What's up?
My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I really can't undersell the quality of those shirts that's going on. I see the David hand gesture.
No, I apologize.
No, yeah.
Please continue.
Thank you for apologizing, David.
my
Here in
bad,
this hostile.
Bones.
I don't feel
working
safe here
environment.
anymore, dude. I don't know what's going on, man.
why are you so
I was just trying to
mean,
talk a little
David?
bit, but Bones was he
Why are you so
ran
mean,
over me. So.
David?
You know, I will
Gosh,
say-
I'm out here being nice to everybody.
There you go, David.
clearly.
Have some deodorant. There you go, David. I got you, brother. You all right? You're not you without deodorant, brother.
Bro,
I got
big
you.
snake.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Dude, I gotta say, for those of you who don't know, if you've ever seen David at an event, first of all, nowadays, David, I feel like anytime I see you, you have just been playing for 11 hours when I find you. Like, you find the setup and you hit it. But because of the split box, David is the biggest slumpy man you've, like, ever seen in your life. Like, he is, like, a good 6 feet away from, like, the monitor, and he's just, like, posted up like this.
Yeah. My favorite
So
form
funny.
of
It's
David,
he's
like
been there for a day.
there's like different phases of David. I feel like when he gets into like his stance, like he'll have like the gamer stance. His legs will be like 1 foot in front of the other, like 10 feet apart, almost doing splits. Then he'll have like his split blocks on the side, like they're holsters, and he's just like tapping away. It's like he's gaming and playing an instrument. He's like a rock star. It's crazy.
Don't you remember the stance at the arcade? You
Of course,
surely did
of
the
course.
stance as well. Everybody
I sure
the
did,
stance.
but like I'm leaning on like an arcade cabinet, right? Like I'm pressing buttons, but you're just standing there straight up, like back straight
Strong.
and everything. It's mad cool. It's mad cool.
I
I told
mean-
you this in person.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see, those the whole backstroke of the West, like the terrible translation of Revenge of the Sith stuff?
No.
One of the pictures is General Grievous, like looking at I think it's Anakin, and he calls him Smelly Boy. I just need someone to
Screen grab that,
Photoshop
please.
that and put David in there instead. So
Oh,
he
man.
can be Smelly Boy.
Why am I smelly boy? Is it just because when I was in college I didn't clean things for so long that I permanently installed mold in our apartment, and my roommate and I had coughs for the entire last month that we lived there? Is that surely can't be the only reason?
Now you're just outing yourself.
What about the dishes, dude? What about the dishes?
Well, that was what happened. It was that the dishes were there for so long that they created mold that went everywhere, including into the walls. And then my roommate got mad and he bagged up all the dishes and he put them on my bed. So thanks a lot thanks to Ed. I appreciate it. I've learned that was 40 years ago. What do we got, Spencer?
Hang on.
Google Cloud has an
Cloud?
outage right now?
Did Elno try to get revenge on Google Cloud? Is that what he's trying to do right now?
Damn, there's gonna be a 3-way cage match between the person behind the Google Cloud, Twitter, and now Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. It's crazy. What kind of
no.
pay-per-view event is this? What? That's,
Okay, well, you know what?
oh,
I
man.
understand. I mean, obviously things are out of our control. We're going to be postponing until Friday. Unfortunate. However, there is a positive note that we now know that the reason that my hands didn't cancel into level 3 super was that there was a Google
Cloud.
outage.
True.
Now you could actually be old man yells at cloud. You
You
could
know?
actually do that.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So we are going to have to replay David's match because we know that's the only reason
You
that he
know,
went
that's
down. So we'll run
the
that
only
Friday.
reason.
That's going to be the
Good
title
point.
match for
That's
it.
it.
Thank
That's
you
it.
all so much for watching. It has been a really fun night. The 4 of us vibing. It's been great.
Yeah.
So we're going to be postponing the tournament till Friday, everybody. So stay posted from the 10-0 folks for the logistics around what that's going to look like. But for now, we're going to let y'all go. I can't think of many more things out of our control than a Google Cloud outage. Like, other things, we have Vicious, like, I know Vicious, if he really tried, he could get the CEO of Capcom on the phone. Like, he could do it. Like, it would be hard, but he could.
I can, yeah.
I'm saying...
You think I'm joking.
but John Google, no shot. So I'm
Not
saying
even close.
we've got nothing going on right now in that department. So we're going to be postponing it to Friday, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure and a total blast. So we'll see y'all then. Happy 4th of July, everybody who's celebrating. If you're not, then we'll just see you Friday. Bye. Wait, is there breaking news? Are we going off or is there news?
There it is, dude. I was waiting for it. I knew that Spencer wouldn't let it go. He's gonna blame David one more time for this. He's been stinking. He's stinking up the cloud, man.
It's not Spencer, man.
Excellent work.
It's the breaking news guys, right?
Of course.
Mysterious breaking news person.
Hey, by the way, for all the updates and news for anything ICFC related, Street Fighter 6 related, be sure to follow us at all of our respective @s down below, @solid_bones, @jchenzor, @ultradavid, and myself @viciousfgc. We'll be sure to kind of keep you all updated as we go along with Friday and what's going to be happening in the meantime. Again, thanks guys for tuning in and hanging out with us. Sorry I was late, but you guys held it down phenomenally, and you guys for throwing down all of your Matcherino bucks. It will be continuing on to Friday. So again, much love, you guys.